What a how's that? What a how's that? What a how's that? What
We
a
know you
how's
ain't been
that?
out the house in a while.
What a how's that?
Clearly.
Like, I ain't been in this bitch in like a month and a half, bro.
We know you ain't been out the house.
Man.
I'm not here right now.
Hey, you on buttons?
Nah, let Monte do it.
Hell.
Although I'm sober enough to do it.
You know, you playing the role right today because all your hand keep popping in the screen.
Well, I want to officially welcome everybody back.
We
Hoecially Awkward.
We back, bitches.
We ain't been in here in a minute because
I think your cord's fucked up
My cord is it?
I was dying.
a little bit.
Cool. Yeah, she was dead. She dead.
Yeah, so I spent the full 13 days in the hospital because I had COVID and pneumonia, and that shit was not fun.
We were worried to death about you, literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
Because if one more person who I don't talk to on a regular basis asks me about you,
dude, like, so my pops had to think that I was dying, like, for real, like I wasn't gonna make it out of hospital.
He made amends with you?
Cause no, like, my pops.
Let me be the dad I should have been a couple years ago, but you know, it's never too late. Bitch, it's almost the end, fam.
You know how horrible that is when someone want to make peace on your deathbed.
I can't see who that is, but hi. No, but like now my dad, like when I tell you, he was calling the hospital like every day, like on the nurses, on the doctors, like what's going on, what y'all doing, was like, so he was real involved. But it was just the point, like, there are people that I didn't even realize that I was still alive in the first place that were calling and texting me.
It's kind of horrible
because he was, worried and letting everybody know that I was sick. So I had relatives from out of town and shit that I literally haven't talked to since I was a kid. One of my aunts had to tell me, she was like, hey, this is your aunt such and such, your cousins, whatever, mom, you might not remember me. I'm like, dude, I spent every Christmas at your house. Like,
why would I not remember
not remember you? She was like, well, no, it's other times. I'm like, no, but all you had to do was say that.
That was Kayla.
So Monte said that.
Oh, I didn't hear him.
Yeah. But
man, sit your dumb ass down and shut.
Good job on the board, bro.
We're back.
You can get the fuck out. I'm surprised
that?
If it wasn't for Sunday, you wouldn't be here anyway.
Yeah. True. But that was definitely something that I do not want to go through again.
Ever.
Man, dead ass. Like, that shit hit me hard. And then for me to have like pneumonia on top of that shit, like,
I think they automatically go together. Because I had pneumonia right after.
I did. Your baby just texted me.
Me too. Oh shit.
Right.
She's like,
yeah, my sister was just telling me that too. Now she's calling.
You might as well go ahead and answer that, bro.
She eating though. Spaghetti.
Yeah.
Bro, if you don't talk to your kid, her and Titi looking like now.
That was something that, like, it started gradually. Like, I had a dry cough, and just me having a dry cough, I'm like, I know that's a symptom, and I haven't, like, nothing else is going on. I wanted to go to urgent care, just to check. So when I got in urgent care, I am freezing. Like, damn, these motherfuckers don't know how to, cut the air down just a little bit. I had a fever of 102 and didn't even know it because I was so fucking cold, waiting in a lot. Like, I was at urgent care for like 3 hours. Like, their line was kind of long. But I go back there. She taking my vitals. And then she, they do my temp. And she's like, wow. She was like, you're like 102.8. What the fuck? I'm freezing. She's like, oh, yeah, you just got chills. They hurried up and shoved that motherfucking Q-tip up my nose. They let me go right away, and then they just called me in like an hour with the results. They did with the little rapid test. But just in that time, from me going to urgent care, sitting at urgent care, and driving home, like the decline was so fast. Like with my coughing and shit. So by the time Sunday night rolled around, like nigga, I was balled up on a futon. 2 days later, I ended up getting somebody sent the ambulance to my house because I was on the phone with them and they didn't like how I was sounding. So I ended up going out to West Dallas Memorial for a couple of days. They sent me home. Mom sent me right back ambulance next day. So I ended up going to Freighter, and then that's where I spent the rest of my time at. That shit rough, man. Cause you out there, you can't have no visitors. Like motherfuckers is coming and waking you up around the clock. It's fucking 4 o'clock in the morning. They come into the room. Hey, need to draw some blood for you. Like 4 in the morning. 4 in the morning. Like, she was like, I am so sorry. She said, but we have to. She was like, we try to do it early, so by the time the doctor get here, they already have whatever little results and stuff for them. But they took so much blood. I'm like, is you motherfuckers cloning me back there? Like, what is going on? But they had to keep like monitoring my levels for stuff. Like even now, like my platelet level is ridiculously high. It's like damn near 800.
Oh
So
my god!
I gotta. So I gotta take. I have to take blood thinners until like the first week of October. Just to because they're concerned about blood clots and stuff. But everything else right now is good. My cough is improved.
You ain't got the smoker's cough no more.
Nah.
You done moved up to the weed smoker.
My shit was bloody.
You know what? That happened to me for like maybe one day.
Nah, my shit was consistently. So the antibiotics, that's how I could tell like when they finally started kicking it because it started to clear up again. But now when I do cough, it's usually just like if I'm winded because I'm moving around too much or talking too much. So I don't know. We'll see how much of the pod I can get through with talking and shit.
Don't worry, me and Juan will talk about some random shit while you catch your breath, literally.
Yeah, so I'm trying.
Yeah, if it go bad, y'all know about it. Y'all gonna hear this.
Fatality.
Just sweep around the hallway to finish the show.
COVID wins.
You bitch.
Don't you know I just got done rewatching Mortal Kombat? That movie
just
was
for
trash.
that I should text your mama and tell her you here.
Ooh. Like, oh.
Because black people don't read.
We don't read or listen.
So they don't know anything about anything, especially when it comes to shit that they should fucking know about. So there is a quarantine period. Just like there's an incubation period when it comes to COVID. You know, you can be like, oh, well, I was all right. So, you know, I didn't get you sick because I was feeling okay today. Well, there's an incubation period. Like you can have it.
I said I'm sorry.
All of that sounded so familiar.
I said I was sorry.
He sent me Chick-fil-A, so we
right. What the hell?
And the fact that the nigga was like, yeah, man. Hey,
somebody asked you, you know where you got it from town?
Dog, I swear to God, I refuse to post it too. Like, nope, we're not going down this hallway.
And it's crazy because the next day I was at work. When I got off, we went to the gas station, and the gas station that's by my job is a Quick Trip. Right. I was like, man, fuck them chicken tenders.
Look,
and it was smelling so delicious.
Dog, you don't understand that actual day. That 2 hours, shit went left so fast. I didn't know. It didn't feel COVID. It felt food poisonous.
I just got.
Food poisoning.
I did. You don't understand? I did. Like, okay, so after driving for like 5 hours worth of my day, I had one assignment. It was a while before that assignment started. So for 2 hours, I'm stuck in this Menards parking lot.
I was pissed. They'll tell you in the group, I was pissed.
She said, I love everybody except you, Tom.
Like, right, like, dog, it's not fault.
It was fucked on for like a week and a half. No bullshit.
Now, meanwhile, people, while they over here fucked on, I too am in the hospital, maybe like a few rooms down from this heifer, dying my damn self.
Oh, but he was telling us how, oh shit, I'm at the house pressing
Yeah,
t-shirts
yeah.
and putting
I
on
was
the game.
until nigga couldn't
Yeah.
move.
Bros on Facebook was like, I wouldn't wish this on nobody.
What?
He
Y'all
was-
don't understand
he
how
was in the
quickly
group
that shit
like-
hurt.
Damn, man, I hope you get better, but I'm playing the game, pressing t-shirts. Then the next day, yeah, I wouldn't wish this on nobody, man.
Good Lord. I'm in the
Hey,
middle of the game. Niggas just cannot feel life.
I definitely
Oh,
wanted
that's
to
because
write.
by then I had made like a little voodoo statue of me with my jello and
Probably
shit.
did.
Like you bitch ass nigga.
I was
like, I
definitely-
could not
Molding
feel
mashed
shit.
potatoes and
Bro,
shit.
I'm in the
Saying them
hospital.
words-
Doctor telling me you got to
saying
sleep
them
on your
words from
stomach.
Chucky.
I was definitely finna write on this post.
Andumbuela.
This bitch ass nigga did.
So have the
I
times
was
have
about to
changed.
I was gonna delete that nigga shit. Like, nah. You know what?
But
Nah.
I'm
fuck
like,
Yeah,
this is a sympathy post. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah. Like, I'm gonna post a face or something. Like, nigga,
Yeah.
you just said.
But that was a really, 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 really rough and stressful. Like my body is still tired, but since I'm starting to kind of get my appetite back,
We're gonna get food after this.
Shit, what's open?
it's Sunday, ain't really.
That's what I'm
nothing.
saying. It's Sunday.
Um,
they all half staffed.
Yeah,
Niggas
but
close early just cause.
Scared to press this one.
once I started
Press
to
it.
get,
It'd say boomerang.
Oh no, that's for
That might
That's for
be
dogs.
Marcus.
Yeah.
Marcus.
Yeah, I didn't want to press it and just be like, I'm not wearing
Yeah,
any
Eartha,
panties.
Eartha Kid would have got the
I think it is.
See, okay.
nigga,
I'd have jaded Eartha Kid.
that now
Did
that
you
was
ever see Young
probably
Eartha Kid?
Mhm.
that was probably the most comfortable part in the hospital. They didn't expect me to wear no drawers. Like
I hated that robe.
I was just.
You had your ass out, bro.
No, I had my
No.
short tongue.
Well, I don't know about you, but
I had my short tongue.
I don't know about you, but they had me do something called proning. And
That just
Oh,
sound
she's-
freaky.
Oh, I thought she said probing.
That's what I'm saying. I need to look at
Like,
it.
what did they
Sound
put in
freaky.
your eyes?
no,
that you
proning,
haven't done already
where
yourself?
you have to for your lungs and for breathing, because like they had me on oxygen and stuff all over.
Yeah, they did. They had me like
And they want you to lie on your,
your
stomach.
stomach.
Yeah, that's called proning.
Oh, I thought they called it planking.
That's on your back.
No, bitch.
Being straight.
No, that's when you
the
like,
planking
like a board.
challenge.
That's
they
what
was on
I'm
there.
saying. Most niggas was
No,
on their
but this
back.
is just it's laying on your stomach. Like
Yeah.
just it's
Okay.
sleeping on your
I
stomach.
get the joke, but it's the other way.
Now,
You know
I
what,
don't know
Tom?
what you would
If-
do with COVID trying to lay on your stomach.
Ooh,
If this was my show, I'd cuss you out.
they
'Cause
gonna have to.
I
lift
get
the
so
head
sick
up.
of this nigga stepping on my jokes. I swear to God, I do. How can I be comic relief if you step on a joke?
We ain't in the comic moment right now, bruh. This is the information part, the educational part of it.
Right, you can have
Man,
both.
I am too. Thank you, because that shit was horrible.
Yeah, they made me sleep on my stomach,
I don't want to get COVID.
but then they gave me these
Assuming
shitty
that's
ass
still
pillows that had no like lift to you anything.
I had like 3.
They gave me like one shitty ass flat pillow.
Buzzinator.
But yeah,
You want
so
some buzz.
it's like I'm in this gown with my
Oh,
ass out,
wow.
sleeping on my stomach. And all I kept thinking
So,
about,
pretty much like home.
yeah.
yeah.
But that shit was like so uncomfortable on my back, like having to lay like that. But that was rough, man. That was a rough ass time. And then I had the fucking Flight for Life helipad literally right outside my window. So I'm seeing this motherfucker come and go the entire time. And I'm like, I didn't even realize that fucking thing flew that much.
Yeah, Tracy told me when she used to work at that hospital, literally, that's how all her patients came in. If there wasn't one that landed, she had an easy day.
Yeah, that shit was nuts. But while we on the subject of COVID and people just annoying me, there are a lot of dumbasses on social media. Now we're aware of this, but I guess I have an unrealistic hope that
That-
people will use common sense.
No.
And logical reasoning
especially on
at times.
Facebook, never.
Nah, bro.
No. So, President Biden was making an announcement, as far as like with it being hurricane season and saying how important it is to, try to get vaccinated
Oh, he's doing his job.
because of,
That nigga been doing his job since day
Oh,
one.
because I'm like,
no.
We only care because he was giving out free money.
no, I'm
at
just
first.
like President Biden has been president for like 6-7 months, and like that, I don't hear nothing from this nigga. Like he don't do no presidential addresses.
But
He be at home chilling.
people are dumb. So they thought that he was saying that, well, get the vaccine to protect you against hurricanes. Y'all can't be that fucking stupid.
The fuck?
You can't be that fucking stupid.
Sit your dumb ass down. That's a call.
Man, sit your dumb ass down and shut.
No, common sense ain't common for everybody. It's
Yeah.
barely common for anybody. There's like the smallest percentage that common sense is actually fucking common for.
So Tom,
Shut up. I don't even want to talk to nobody.
I got vaccinated, so does that protect me against hurricanes?
Maybe
That's,
when they're maybe
that's
tropical
basically what they're
storms.
trying to say he was saying.
Maybe tropical.
When if you if you have even the tiniest bit of a brain, you would understand that he was saying that during hurricane season, there is a large possibility of you being displaced and having to stay somewhere like a shelter or something with hundreds or maybe even thousands of people. What happens in tiny little spaces with a lot of bodies
People get sick.
sharing air
Yeah, people get
and
sick.
germs?
Bucks and six.
So
Sick in 6 minutes, days, hours, whatever.
obviously the message is the last thing that you want to deal with on top of that is being sick. And as somebody that just literally got over COVID, I can tell you that is fucking facts.
Yes, I got
I
vaccinated
just know
yesterday.
Okay.
I got vaccinated so my basement won't flood.
I got vaccinated yesterday.
High five.
But
So
that's
my-
just like
so
y'all
my housing
are
insurance
really
won't go up.
fucking dumb. Like just
You are dumb.
dumb as
you
a
are
box of
so
fucking
dumb.
just dumb. Hey, y'all president said that if you get vaccinated, you don't got to worry about hurricanes. Like, no, bitch, that's not what he said. Y'all are just fucking idiots.
Yo, what nigga was like, hey, this vaccine go stop natural disasters.
If I get vaccinated, this motherfucker gonna go over my house.
Like, that's really what they thought Dog was saying.
Was this on Facebook?
I'm stuck.
It was on Facebook and Twitter because people are just dumb on social media.
Like, and I guarantee you, somebody wrote a long ass post.
Yes.
About and they
He be the long post
Because-
that don't
because-
be worth shit.
Because they feel like, well, I don't want the vaccine. They're pushing the vaccine. So now they trying to say that the vaccine can protect you in a hurricane. No, you stupid motherfucker. That is not what that means at
I
all.
want to go home.
dog on God, I hate it here.
Like,
man.
it's common sense, bro. Like, if something happens, there are power outages.
But if you vaccinated,
Storms fucking wash away and destroy homes. Like,
Shit, we just
there's
had
a
that
lot of
issue here.
shit that goes on during a fucking hurricane. So if you end up having to stay somewhere that is not your household with a lot of other people that don't live in your fucking household, that is a risk for fucking exposure. So what he's saying is, if you take care of that and get vaccinated now, that's one less thing that you would have to worry about if that were to happen to you.
So you out
How
here,
hard was that to fucking put together?
So you out here thinking that if you get vaccinated, Hurricane Ida is just gonna bank a left when it come to your city.
I feel like
No, they're saying that that's what he was saying.
It is the thought process that was
That's
the
even the
thought
first place that you went to.
Right. Like what the
Like I'm at the point now where y'all
Juan,
are so
you know
stupid
how we
it
tell you
angers
to
me.
stop smoking weed, bruh? I really want these niggas to stop smoking weed. Cause this is
I get high as fuck, but I wouldn't have came up with that conclusion.
no, you usually just want to make it funny. These niggas really be deep.
Yeah, I probably would have found a joke with
Pause.
them. Big pause.
I'm gonna assume this is this Kayla?
Probably is. Wait,
Says
hold-
during a power outage
Yeah.
in Houston, everybody was at each other's houses. It's nerve-wracking going through that and worrying about getting sick. See?
big facts. Even getting somebody else sick
Why can't we see who is saying what?
because they're in the group. For some odd reason, in the group, you gotta like give StreamYard permission.
Okay.
And because we haven't recorded in like 2 months, StreamYard kicked every group and like page out. So I'm just now logging everybody back in. So anybody who agreed before has to re-agree again.
Yeah, but I just want to reiterate that y'all are fucking stupid.
You are dumb.
You are
so
really dumb.
Really
Man, sit your dumb ass
Like,
down.
look, why did y'all go?
Yeah, that
I
was
don't
just,
know. Like,
Like the
like what smart dumb nigga like really sat there and wrote like a 30-page paragraphs. Just he is.
and I bet you
Hurricane
did, and I bet you they
season.
did TikTok too.
Let's get vaccinated so this shit will blow past.
The government is trying to come up with any way to make us get vaccinated.
yes, that's basically what it is.
I hate y'all. Just get vaccinated, fam.
It
And
be-
I have to wait now because while I was in the hospital, I had to
I was
have a
always
transfusion.
worried if you ever could. Period.
Well,
though.
I wasn't vaccinated because of the fact that with all of the allergies and stuff I have,
and that was my biggest
that-
concern with you.
that was a concern for us.
Right.
So we decided to hold off for me. It was never that I was against vaccinations or didn't want it. It was just because of my medical history
Yeah.
of being allergic to medications. Like
And that was my biggest concern with you.
even with
I
being in the
never got
hospital, like
vaccinated because Teresa was never in a rush to get vaccinated. And I'm like, okay, the two nurses in the family ain't rushing to get vaccinated. Y'all not gonna sit here and have me all doped up and y'all over here knowing something I don't know.
so
it does nothing.
I didn't get a
She
chance.
got COVID too. So guess what we ended up doing yesterday? Get vaccinated.
See, and I have to wait 90 days
Yeah.
because I had a transfusion while I was in the hospital.
They tried to give me one.
So by me doing my body, it wasn't producing.
I didn't want that white man's blood in me.
So shit, nigga, I was give me what the fuck you got. They could have had that fucking alien from the first Independence Day.
You are so dumb.
Talk about me.
Yeah,
That's what white. No, if you ever pay attention, white folks do that shit.
Don't stop.
White folks don't be wanting blood transfer. They don't want that nigger blood in there. You ain't never heard that
Did you turn
before.
around and take a sip?
I did it the first time.
She been doing that. Like
You said I didn't want that white.
the white folks do. Old white women do it all the time. I don't want that nigger blood in there.
Oh yeah, they be dying in the hospital.
They're
Like I
not
don't want no
supposed-
black doctor.
They don't want no black doctor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sick, man.
I didn't do it. See, I couldn't be in that field. I'd be like, all right, peace.
I'm pretty sure Broden told us a story about that during his fire.
Yeah, one of his fire stories, dog. He wouldn't save nobody because he didn't want a black
Oh.
dude touching him.
I know this is random, but since I'm already mad because you motherfuckers is dumb, I wanted to say that whatever nigga drives the silver Jeep with the license plates, I wrote it down.
God damn.
I mean,
First of all, are you sure the car wasn't stolen?
don't give a fuck.
Okay. Sorry.
AMD 4464. You little kidney bean head ass bitch.
We here
I
now?
really hope you smack a pole
Finish him.
and fly the fuck
Yo,
out
where did that one come from?
and
Been on
crack
there.
your motherfucking neck open. You weak ass bitch.
What did he do?
Finish him.
He was doing too much on the fucking like going around
Still
just
based-
doing stupid shit.
Just to
'Cause
rush to the
first-
red
'cause-
light? I hate that shit.
I had to go
Wait.
pick up my mom her medicine and
Right.
shit. So I had to go to Walmart. You know how when you're driving in the parking lot, it's little lines. You're going this way. So
Right.
I'm coming out and this motherfucker just cut this way. Just cut across and jump in front. So I had Jelly Bean in the car. That already made me mad. So you're driving, turning, going down Silver Spring. Same shit, motherfucker, just doing the fucking most. And then when we get to fucking Appleton, not Appleton, 91st, this motherfucker goes from all the way in the left to jump through in front of cars just to make a fucking right turn. Like, bitch, you knew you wanted to make that turn in the first place. So y'all know I hate people driving stupid, especially when I got my kids in the car. So
I hate the way they drive.
Niggas
kidney
really-
bean head ass bitch.
Niggas really
Finish
trying,
him.
like life is Grand Theft Auto.
That's how most of them niggas learn how to drive.
But if life was like Grand Theft Auto, do you know what happens when you hit a fucking car on Grand Theft Auto? The motherfucker in the car get out and shoot you.
They damn near at that point right now, bruh.
Especially if I done spent all my motherfucking heist money on these big ass rims and this fucking paint. You fuck it up, I'm gonna shoot you. I had a rocket launcher in the tub.
First of all, why are you in the hood with heist money?
That's how we was living.
Terrible.
Well,
Supposed to be in the
Tone
mountains.
asked a very interesting question in the group chat today.
He did what you asked.
Shit, I don't remember.
Tone asked if we could ever do the married at
Oh
first
yeah,
sight.
married at first sight.
Yeah. Now me, I asked if the dude's dick would be my first.
And
sight.
we're sick and tired of your shit because you know you don't find that out.
That's about the time I started tuning y'all out.
Yeah, see, I was at work trying to read that shit from my watch, and that's the only message that came up, and I was like, I should probably be
And
working.
I stopped texting too.
I should be working and not reading.
It was just her and
we need to
Jamal
talk
for like
about dick
5
right
minutes because I'm sick of her shit. That's not how this works.
now. But
Hey, real quick, did you lose your smell or anything with COVID?
I lost my smell and shit started tasting weird.
I didn't lose my smell because I got musty in the hospital.
You know what? No, I'm laughing because they really don't stress you trying to wash up in there.
Dude,
They don't give a damn.
Bro, I swear to God. I swear to God. I called so many times. Like, can I get a little basin to, wash myself up? Like, I'll sit in a chair at the sink in the
Right.
room or, whatever until I can actually, shower. But then once I got a black nurse,
She smelled. She was like, "Yeah, we gotta get you right."
no,
This
I like
musty
she was
bitch.
so
Mhm.
she was so like she was amazing, dude.
They cared. The white women didn't give a fuck.
Like she and that's how I knew I didn't like with her because like I would know when it was her, like if I was proning because I could smell her perfume when she would come in the room.
All right.
But yes, if it was not for her, I would not have been able to wash my ass. Like,
Dog,
bro,
they bring you like
They
this
didn't let
blue
you hit it
pack.
with a baby wipe. or
Yeah,
nothing?
they bring you this pack like these baby wipes.
No,
you're supposed to
so
wash
listen.
it. Oh, you didn't get those? At least
no, I
got the-
did. They was warming them up,
Right.
but no. So
they got a wipe warmer?
I will go back and forth between
It was that musty. They had to heat up the wipes. That's
diarrhea. No, that was before. Because it's like a it's like a little pack of wipes. But when they first bring them to you, like they'll be warm.
They're warm.
But one of those days, I ended up having diarrhea.
Ew.
And I called them
Diarrhea with no draw. Terrible.
Well,
before
yeah, mud
before 10:30, and I let them know. I said, hey, I need some wipes to clean myself,
Right.
blah 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 blah. Okay, bro, I sat
For about an hour and a
on
half.
that little commode next to my bed so long that my legs started to go numb, that I had to use a fucking box of Kleenex to clean myself. And then I balled up on the bed, nigga. And when my nurse came in, it was 1:00.
Yeah, them hoes don't care.
And I was like, dude, what the I said, I called before 10:30 to say that I needed wipes and stuff to clean myself. Like,
I'm a dude. So there's a growing area of mine, and that shit gets sweaty. Like, can I at least get a cloth, some soap, pack of wipes, bro, and just handle your business in the midnights? That's literally how they left me.
my.
thanks, bro. I only know who that is because I know how he spells.
Where
shit.
that was like it's him. I hate what he changed his name to now though.
I don't know who's
Nah.
telling you to pull up because
Dina.
Yeah, you got my shirts.
He changed his name to Drippy Drip Hard Ho.
That's because he had to make another page. He's suspended. His profile picture is a picture of his regular page that's suspended.
That's actually probably the smartest shit in the world to do
His
when your
regular
old page is
No,
closed.
it's not
Yeah, but
because
like-
they be watching, and once they realize that's him again,
I'm just talking about for the people you want to add.
Yeah, because they was on my motherfucking case.
Look what the fuck you be saying, bro.
I don't say
You
I
are
got
a
suspended
wild
for the
boy.
dumbest
language is
shit.
offensive.
You are an
I
offensive
post-
boy.
I posted a screenshot
Everyday
Of-
offensive.
one of my lingerie pieces
unapologetically offensive.
on my story and got suspended. But I didn't get
I'll make
suspended
it.
for the picture that I actually posted wearing it. But she was covered. It
You talking
wasn't
about-
even
it was-
nothing
because it
showing.
was a white bitch. You always get suspended when you post the white bitch as your advertisement.
That shit is annoying, bro.
Mark Zuckerberg does not want his precious white flowers out there
That's
like that.
bullshit because they post they bare ass cheeks and nipples and everything else.
Oh, dude, I'm in a group on Facebook, and they just
But and that kills me. You can do whatever you want in groups. He don't care.
That's why when I make Facebook stats, I have to.
I noticed that you.
I send a
But yeah.
disclaimer at the end,
Like,
like, bro,
dog.
this is not
Yeah.
sexual
Because I
content.
But I just got an email today for a survey for Freighter, and I'm telling that y'all wouldn't help me wash my ass.
They really don't give a damn how dirty you get, fam.
Imagine reading like the responses. They left me musty.
Let me. Okay, I wasn't in. I wasn't.
I
in
hope
as
I
long-
don't have to read them.
I wasn't in as long as you were. How often did they change your bed sheets?
Oh no.
Hey yo, at this point, I would rather be at that hospital on Burla.
No, you don't.
No,
Not the way
They
Freighter
take care of
treat
you.
niggas.
They just don't care about the
no,
little
because
shit.
I'm trying to make sure that I don't mix up my time at West Dallas with Freighter. But I tell you, they didn't clean my fucking room as much as they should have.
And it's crazy. They'll come in with these full body suits
Yeah,
and change them every time they walk out the door.
but like I said, like
Got
that
the
black
same
nurse,
sheets.
like the black nurse, like she was on it. Like she would bring me fresh robes and towels and stuff and help me wash myself. And then once I was able to, like once I was strong enough to be able to actually
Do stuff yourself?
Yeah. Then I would she bought me one of those shower seats for me to actually be able to sit in the shower. Cause at first it's like I was too weak to even do that, bro. I couldn't do nothing.
So they don't actually do sponge baths, is what I'm hearing. Because you definitely would have needed one. They didn't give a damn.
Yeah. So I definitely don't want to go back. Only people actually doing their jobs now are the weed men and podcasters. Shit, and I couldn't do mine.
I
'cause
don't know.
was dying.
'Cause half the podcast network down, so it must just be the weed man. One is
told you, look,
your weed man consistent.
See,
that's butt naked ass.
but why? That says brown skin girls, but it's
Brown
clearly a
skin
snowbird.
ladies.
I mean, her balloon.
Where
a
you
little dark.
going?
My weed man is fucking terrible.
He too is bad.
But I think that, like, I've been knowing him for 15, 20 years. So, but like, he just fucking retarded. But that's my nigga. So, I just, I can't, I don't want to buy weed from anywhere else.
Well, off of Freighter's terrible hygienic practices for their patients. Back to the question: could y'all do married at first sight?
It depends.
Yes, like is the buns.
You don't see. Okay, let me paint the picture for y'all because I don't think y'all watch
Because
the show.
I've never watched. The
Yeah, I
show.
don't think you watch the show. So first and foremost, you sign up for it. Think of Match.com where you got to do all this fucking questionnaires and all this little details about yourself down to the fine tune, right?
Okay, so they match you.
They
You just
match
don't know
you.
what they look like.
You don't know what they look like, so you don't know who you being matched with. But the person you're marrying is at least 85% of what you really want.
Okay.
Okay, so you don't find out till that nigga standing at the altar and you coming down the aisle who the fuck you finna marry.
So there's a chance that she could be cockeyed or
She-
something. I'm not prepared for that, so no. I'm gonna say no.
But see, usually they don't look bad. I have yet, as long as I've been watching this show, nobody looks bad.
I mean,
Nobody has ailments that a nigga like you is gonna rib every day.
no. I mean, because I can love you and rib you.
True,
You
but
know?
one of the key things is the person they'll match you up with would rib back.
So then
You know
it's
what's
on
crazy?
Yeah,
Like, so I feel like married at first sight would actually be better than marriages were in the old days.
and that's
Because
what
in
made
the
me ask
old
the
days,
question.
they didn't even like a motherfucker.
It was all business.
Yep, they basically grew to
You
love
you,
Yeah.
man.
a motherfucker back then. Because they made a post, and they were saying like, why isn't? Well, hello. Says good morning from the Netherlands.
What? Damn, great job on that.
Right.
Because I don't know where the fuck the Netherlands is.
So if you're willing to do the work, it don't matter. Marriage take a lot of work anyway.
Facts.
No, because what if she got a little hand like Family on Scary Movie?
Bruh.
I don't touch
It'll make
my-
your dick look bigger in her
But
hand.
don't
It's a plus size.
Wait a minute.
See, look, you think got to think
Boom.
outside the box.
Silver linings everywhere.
No, the show is pretty cool. It's like most of the people who say they want to get married,
from a
they-
little hand.
they want just keep that for the death fresh.
Meat drapes.
Yeah, I think I'm in.
You in just because she got a little hand?
Hey, look,
You
man,
are a terrible.
You have to
person.
take the negatives and accentuate the positives. Come on, man. We've been watching wrestling. Paul Heyman been doing it.
I'm not mad at you. I just want to know what y'all doing. Because I can see Juan doing it, but you got to lose. Okay. Oh, here's
Okay, look at it this way.
Here's the plus. After about, I think it's like 2 to 3 months, they sit you down and say, hey, do you want to stay married or do you want to get divorced? So even if it doesn't work, you can. Yeah, they pay for everything.
Oh, I'm doing it.
Yeah, they pay for everything. You don't pay for nothing. They pay for the wedding, the reception, the bachelorette party.
Do they pay me?
They put you in this. They put you in a house for y'all to live in. Of course, they put you in this space, so they don't even live in your own house yet. So for this 90 days, you living somewhere else.
Fucking on other people's furniture. I'm in.
There is no plus, Tone. You got to relax. There's no plus to but a little hand.
I'm not the one who said it. Got the wrong brother this time.
Hey, somebody from Amsterdam. So
Amsterdam in this bitch.
I know you excited all the weed.
They probably high as fuck.
They listen to this show.
Got to be high to understand this.
You know what, Mimi? Congratulations. Can we get a round of applause? Mimi got her first international comment.
And it came from Twitch.
Hey.
That's where all of our international people are. They watch on Twitch.
And on my return from my deathbed at that.
See?
Thank you. Welcome.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, but
Welcome back, Carter.
Could you do it, Juan? Like all bullshit aside, like let's take the sex shit out the way. You literally stuck with this person.
Wait,
no,
you want to get the fuck?
Of course you get the fuck. I'm just saying that's let's not make that your motivation. Now, but let's just say 90 days.
But that's gonna be on my questionnaire. It's gonna say I like the fuck all the time. I like the fuck.
9 times out of 10.
So they can't match me with somebody that don't like the fuck.
That nigga said all the time. I like the fuck.
No, hold that thought. That's gonna be my next. That was my follow-up question.
That's how Mendoza did it.
Could you do it, Juan? 90 days, same woman. This is all. It's you and her. Ride or die, legally.
It's like she ain't got to be like a dime piece, but is she cute?
That content was recorded 3 days before I started dying, and you see how long it took me to edit it and post it.
8 out of 10. No matter.
Somebody just had to do it. Who the fuck was that?
You know that Dino nasty ass.
Freaky boy.
This heifer in here fighting for her life while watching Flight for Life, and he only cares about it. Damn, she ain't got no new content this week.
I don't know if she really sick. I just seen her ass on Tuesday. Nigga.
Shut up. We know.
Hey man, you gotta have a backlog.
Back to you, Juan. 8 out of 10.
Have multiple angles to stretch it out.
I hate you because you be prepared.
Proper planning prevents poor performance.
All right, too. That was a lot to say.
Boom.
All right.
The 5 P's.
8 out of 10. Everything you want in a woman, she's like a 7.5 to your standard 10. Are you marrying her?
Yeah, we can kick it for the 90 days. See if we like this time.
Mimi.
Look, we all know how.
Yes or no?
No, listen.
It's really a yes or no question.
No.
Look how long it took you to answer.
Right.
All I asked was, is she halfway decent?
But that's my thing. I have dated completely against my grain.
That's why I feel like you would do it.
I would. Okay. Like if I have the opportunity where they are looking at everything on paper to say, hey, this matches up.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know what they look like. I'll test the waters.
You dated a man you didn't know what his dick looked like.
That's
and
my
you
point.
stayed. So hey.
And he was a biggin.
But I mean, like, no, like
what if he's a white biggin?
So
wait, what?
Not 9 out of 10, but he's a white biggin.
That was gonna be my question. Like, do they?
They try to keep it at least what you like.
I was gonna say,
so,
do they do it?
So you would marry Bubba Sparks?
Because I don't think I could.
No, they'll do like if you want a black woman, they'll make it a black woman.
Because I was gonna say that.
Sorry, no white people.
No offense, but there's.
I'm just saying, let's say on paper, because you know Mimi, she's open-minded, so she might be like race open-minded. Hey,
I'm just saying,
who knows?
Bro, you might pull up to the altar and the bitch come out look like Seamus.
Okay, so look, this is the thing.
It's the same.
Like one puts down he's a wrestling fan and he get Ruby Soho.
So this is my thing. Like,
do you have to say yes before you say them?
You got to say yes. It's literally what it is you sign up for the show. And if they match you,
slippery slope.
If they match you 14 days,
he said he did not say that. Don't be making him out to be sexual deviant that he is.
That he
That is
is.
not what that said, but I like how you read that. And he is a sexual deviant.
I'm sitting here like, where is this
You
at?
want to know why?
You ain't got no proof that you didn't say that.
You want to know why? Because this nigga didn't write me on Facebook and ask me how I was doing.
He
How I
wrote
was
you on
doing. He
OnlyFans.
wrote me on fucking OnlyFans. How
That's
you
terrible.
feeling, man?
That's
You
terrible.
inboxed her on OnlyFans.
Anything?
You all right?
You all right?
Like, bro, she was clearly busty in the hospital.
You
bed.
got a coupon. You got a coupon this
Who
month.
said Mimi open minded
that-
if you got meat? Hey.
That nigga said, "Here's that tip." And hey, are you doing okay?
So
Tip you to
okay,
get better.
no, but
Lester, you doing okay?
like I
Well, I mean, we should kind of ease up because he could have thought she was dying, and then
Yeah, because we really didn't have nobody outside the circle really had access to Mimi though.
Clearly,
I do believe he asked me how you was doing.
Yeah.
I gave him an update. He
Everybody was
I
asking
mean,
about it.
but no, people knew I was sick because
But they
I
didn't
made
know
a
the
post
level,
and I
yeah.
tagged it. It did not disappear.
Right.
So he
But-
did ask me what you did.
No, I'm just saying he didn't inbox me on Facebook.
No, he wrote you. Yeah. He might have been
And
on
It was like, you
OnlyFans.
know what?
At the time.
Hey,
No,
it's not only
Let me check the booty hole site and see if
look.
she good.
It's not OnlyFans the safest
Maybe
place
he
to talk
figured
to
you
you.
was
at.
gonna make hospital content, like
If she
Okay, now we making my nigga out
hold
to be
on.
a freaky
No.
deviant.
Let's keep it a
Wait,
buck.
it say you literally snapped about motherfuckers inboxing calling you. Doing it on OnlyFans don't make it no fucking better.
they were
hold
inbox.
on.
No,
Wait a minute. Let's back
This
up
is
before
true.
we go back. Let's not act as if Mimi was at least healthy for 3 days while there. She would have pulled off at least one scene.
That's a fact.
You know?
That's a fact.
I didn't have the energy, bro.
Right. That's the only reason why we probably didn't get
Can
a
you
butt
imagine
naked
that?
bathroom.
Because
Can
you know what?
imagine The nurses walking in and
See your bang thanging?
No. Mimi, what would you do with your nurse, the black nurse who took care of you? He's like, hey, I know you from somewhere. And she's like, are you not Comer Walker?
Did you have that wig on while you was
Well,
she would have got free cranberry juice.
I was finna say shit.
She
I hope
probably
she
would've
didn't
held
bring
the
me
camera
green
for
shit
you.
and shit. But no, while we're talking about taboo
Was you-
content,
Was your nurse thick in her outfit?
she was older. It was,
What does
I
that
wasn't-
mean?
Yeah, I was just gonna
So
say
is that a no?
like we
No.
don't know no old hoes that's thick as a motherfucker.
No, what I'm saying is just like the type
No,
of
'cause I
old
follow-
black,
I
the
follow
type
an
of-
old chick on
the
Twitter.
type of old black woman she was more like a motherly kind of
Oh,
nurse, and I wasn't
them
looking.
hoes freaks too.
So that don't mean I was looking.
them the ones that have on lingerie under their shit.
She has some big ass titties and she smell like white diamond.
I hope not. Not in the hospital.
She smell like white diamond.
You
got-
take care of kids.
white diamond so fucking.
Somebody
old.
said I didn't snap on it. No, it wasn't that I was snapping on people for it. I was overwhelmed. There were a lot of people that were like constantly wanting updates. I don't feel good. What the fuck do you want me to say? Like, nigga, I can't give you an update every single day. Like, I was tired.
12:32.
I was lethargic. I didn't have no fucking energy. I wasn't eating for days.
I
Like,
am sleepy.
I was dehydrated. I couldn't fucking sleep because when I did finally drift off, here come a motherfucker waking me up for vitals or blood or here's your lunch or some shit like that. So
Yeah, they did have terrible timing and want to take some goddamn blood for no reason.
yeah.
Tuesday.
So
3:15. I had
and-
my ass out.
I'm in a hospital in isolation. I can't have visitors. You can't send me anything. There's nothing that you can do. So, asking me like, well, if you need me, like there's nothing you can do right now. I'm in this motherfucker mentally, emotionally, and physically just depleted. I have nothing left. So
They wanted to know that.
yeah,
It's
and
social
that
media,
was
they nosy as fuck.
And that was hard.
At 12:15.
At
and
1 a.m., they want to know that you
On
just got
Tuesday.
poked.
so it wasn't the fact that I was ungrateful that people were checking on me. Trust me, I appreciated it.
You
It was just
you didn't have the
when
energy.
people were constantly asking me for updates. I'm like, bro, but what the doctor say? What the nigga?
Nigga, they don't even
know-
know
It's
yet.
fucking COVID. What else is there to tell you?
You know what?
Well,
Go on
for
YouTube,
me, it
look
was
up.
different.
Yeah, she's a good.
Do you
I'm
have
gonna say,
symptoms?
Her immune system ain't really a secret. So
I think
it's a
that's
little
what
bit-
I
it's a
think
little
that's
bit
what mostly
different.
everybody was concerned about. Mimi has a shitty ass immune system. We literally talk about it every episode. So when something like this that's taking out old people for no reason whatsoever, we're gonna be concerned about her.
Yeah. So, like I said, it wasn't a thing with me being ungrateful or not wanting people to reach out. It was just certain people were doing it constantly, and it's like, bro, I don't have no different update for you.
Like, ain't nothing changed.
Yeah, like,
Thursday
I'm not
at 3:15.
because I was tired.
What
and
the
I didn't
fuck?
want to keep. I was barely writing fucking y'all while I was in. Like, I was trying to rest as much as possible. I was trying to get sleep. I was fucking depleted. I sent y'all a fucking picture of 50 Cent for that movie role because that's what I looked like while I was in that fucking hospital with a bonnet on. My eyes was fucking sinking and shit. Like, I looked bad as fuck while I was in there. I feel like I still do. I just put my wig on today because I was like, maybe if I try to
look good, feel
it'll
good.
feel a little better,
Try to spruce yourself up.
just a little bit. But shit, my bra's too big now. Look, the motherfucker sliding all off and shit. I lost damn near 20 pounds in there. I'm down like 18 and a half pounds or some shit.
You didn't weigh much to begin with.
I'm like, well, for my height, I did. But yeah, I'm happy now that I'm in recovery. I'm not 100%, but I'll give myself, I'll say about 80, 85,
All right,
somewhere around there.
All right, let's go back to the question. Bro, you marrying at first sight? She's an 8 of what you want in a woman.
I'd say yes.
Okay. Here's the thing. As long as I've been watching the show, there's always 5 couples every season, right? At least 4 of them don't fuck until almost a month and a half in. Could you marry and not fuck for a month?
Well, you gotta,
It
okay.
depends. Do
I
I still
could.
got access to my phone?
Nope. You kind of disconnected from your regular life.
Oh, fuck this, huh?
Like, I mean, you talk to family and stuff like that.
No, I don't want my phone to talk to my family. I want my phone to go through my stuff so I can.
But don't that defeat the purpose of getting married, my nigga?
Smoke your own boots.
Pretty much.
Yeah, right.
So you're just gonna be in there just tearing yourself up to XXX.
That's right.
You're not wrong.
No, I
Thank you.
So, like, are we in the same house? Same.
You in the house. Y'all moved into the same house, the whole 9 yards. She just
I'm
not
licking the butt
ready
cheek.
to consummate the marriage yet.
So
This heifer giving it up at the wedding.
back
so
to
who
the
knows?
Netherlands. No, he said he also had COVID and finally
Yeah,
back
that's
to the
a
full
man.
100%.
Yeah, we don't know that's a man.
So we didn't. I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought we established that, but I definitely apologize for that because I don't want to misgender anybody.
What's your pronouns, bruh?
But,
It's
yeah.
2021. They'll
Said just-
cancel you.
You gotta
Yeah,
ask
just
that
give it
question.
time.
What's your pronouns?
Just give it time.
See,
We're just gonna go with they.
They.
Yeah, but
Your language.
you have to look at. So
You offended my Tokyo.
when
friends.
I first started dating Mar, we dated for over a month.
But that's because
Before.
he
No, like,
was
well,
hiding.
I mean,
we were when we started dating. Remember, he was just here visiting.
True.
So our relationship started out as a long distance
But
relationship.
that's different. That's what I'm saying. Like,
love,
y'all married. Boom.
many miles
Get married.
away.
You meeting his family. You meeting your family.
It's kinda
Y'all
odd and
leave.
shit.
Y'all leave.
Without the fucking wedding. But really, I just got through into a relationship.
He really
bro.
did just say, "You mine."
Sex ain't everything.
Nigga was like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm having a party for me going back to California, come through. Then it was like, hey, this is my girlfriend. Like,
Dog bought us all Goldschlagers, and it was like, "This is my girl now."
so, but and that's like my relationship with him is why I think that I would be able to do
Do
the
it.
Married at First Sight, just because of how my relationship went with him. Like
You get a free honeymoon at least.
like one, he wasn't my type physically. Like that
So
wasn't
how
a
do you not get the draws if you going on a honeymoon?
they send you on a romantic ass honeymoon too.
We
Like
on a
they send you to that
honeymoon,
nice
man.
shit.
I don't at least see your booty.
wait a minute.
hole.
So y'all having this romantic ass honeymoon and not
And some
smacking
and
skins?
some they not slapping right away. Some of them are legitimately still waiting.
Is this like a show thing?
It's
or
a
is
show.
this- I know it's a show.
Oh, I can see that, but like
Does
for
the
some
show
people,
tell you not to
but I'm a
fuck?
hoe.
No,
Everybody know I'm a hoe.
the minute you get married, you do what married people do.
Because look,
If y'all want to fuck all day, every day, y'all married.
let me tell you something. If they didn't link us up and they didn't got us
They-
matched like this. And once we get married, like as long as you don't do anything to turn me off, because clearly, like I said, like he wasn't my type physically at first, but because of the fact that once me and him started like actually hanging out and like getting to know each other and everything like that, like me clicking and meshing with him made me want, like I was very physically attracted to him and wanted to be intimate with him. So if they match me up with a motherfucker like that,
They're gonna give you money.
as long as he's not like super D duper ugly, bro,
I don't think they
like super D duper ugly.
I don't think they would do that to
because,
you.
You know, over time, people can be ugly to you at the beginning, but
And it become
you spend
attractive.
time with them,
Right.
like
But that's what I'm like. He was never an ugly guy to me. It was just physically that wasn't what I was attracted to. But by the time we were that first month into our relationship, when it was time for that, like I was
in
ready to
love.
pounce on
Right,
dog.
you were in love at one point.
Like you couldn't tell me shit about him. Like that, I rub all on that big ass belly then during that time because I was,
Mhm.
you know what I mean.
Hey, and you
But-
know what's crazy?
Sis had
They
a thing
take
for
you
DJ Mustard.
your honeymoon.
He
They
definitely was
send
like
you to
DJ
where
Mustard.
like places you want to go. So knowing your ass, you just got married to a complete stranger,
It's a
and now
shit.
you're
Us married people got jobs. We can't fuck all that. You know that is one thing that scares me about getting married
no
because people act like, "Hey, we married, so the sex stops."
No,
when
that-
in actuality, because you are married, you can have the filthiest and nastiest and most disgusting sex, and can't nobody say shit to you about it
You know,
because you're
you know-
technically not a slut.
You know what the problem is? Married people worry about other shit that makes them not want to fuck. If all the bills is paid and there's food in the fridge, folks want to fuck all day and they will fuck all day.
No, I just feel like
I
once
make
you-
time to fuck. I don't give a fuck how tired I am. I don't give a fuck how busy I am. If I don't make time to fuck you, that means that I'm not into
need
you
a
like that.
Mendoza button.
I mean, Mendoza.
You like to fuck. Yeah, that's me. Yeah. If I ever tell you I'm too tired, I don't feel like it, because everybody in this room knows right now that even with me being as sick as I was in the hospital with COVID and pneumonia, if that one nigga had offered some dick, I would have took it.
First of all, I hate you because you're both disgusting for that.
Not with the diarrhea.
Right.
Don't do that.
Like,
Shit, if any time that'd have been the best, I'd have been.
and the
cleared out
crazy
for
shit
anal.
is, and this is why I hate them, because that nasty fucker was like, diarrhea. Lube. And he'll put it in there.
No, but I didn't have diarrhea the entire time. But no, but what I'm saying is
It doesn't end right away.
It's Cartman. It's round. It's round.
there is that one person that no matter what is going on in my life, I get horny for them. There is no too tired. I could be dead sleep and that text go off. Dinkins, what you doing?
Man, I was dying.
Me and the
but-
coochie
I'm
is
not
up like
I'm not talking about current episodes, Kayla. I'm talking about I'm watching old shit.
No,
I don't
I
care
saw
about
what
the
she
current
said.
shit. Yeah.
But no, it's like I don't know. Like, it's like anybody exes keep popping up offering them ass lately.
I just asked you about that.
oh, you know what? I've had a
No,
lot of
you
people.
said it. You said after you was talking about being sick. No, I just mean like
In general. Yeah, in general.
Like,
It's
We
cuffing
love how they
season, bro.
treat us more than they do. Like, and that's the thing. Like I said, now I can't just do just butt ass
who said
ugly.
that? Because they lying.
You know.
I don't know. I can't see it still.
Hold on.
Everything's coming from the girl.
I think it's still
Nigga
being
show
out.
up like Craig Mack.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
hey,
you
I'm
know,
out.
It's the-
I have to have
Mhm.
some physical attraction to you. I'm not saying that you got to be the finest nigga, because honestly, 98% of the niggas that I talk to have been very, very, very funny looking.
It's not funny, but
They
it's
do.
funny.
I don't.
Um,
I don't.
I just,
Most women will date funny looking niggas though if they make them happen.
but
Oh,
but we
I
vibe.
don't- I
But
can't
there are
handle
some
just-
fine ass niggas that can't touch me because I don't like their attitude. I don't like how they move.
I-
We
that's
don't.
what-
Our personalities
I
don't.
was just
We
gonna say
clash.
like I've seen some super fine heifers, and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah, right.
Tone ain't putting up comments on the other side, and they don't let you choose your honeymoon. They sent them to the Florida Keys, and one other
She going
husband
based off the current
tested
episodes.
positive for COVID the first day there.
See, current. I'm not watching this current shit. Y'all talk too much in the TV chat group that makes me not want to watch current shit. I go watch the old shit.
Dale Earnhardt skid marks on the sheets.
Duh. And that's funny.
Wait, what?
Talking about they laughing at the fact that Mimi and that one person getting it in while she's sick in the
It
hospital.
says, what do looks on the show got to do with sexual skills, though? We're talking about fucking right. Because I won't fuck you if I'm not physically attracted to you.
And I think that's why I said the first.
Like I said,
They don't fuck right
you
away.
don't have to be the sexiest nigga in the world to me. But I have to have some physical attraction to you.
Right.
Now, even if I'm not like initially, there's a possibility that, you know, if we get along enough and we match enough that I might start to find you cute. But even then, you have to be above a certain threshold of ugly. It is what it is.
It's just funny when you just say it out loud. We all think like that, but when you like physically hear someone say, like, bro, you got to at least be at this before you can even be considered.
Yeah, because there are some people that it doesn't matter how cool they are. It don't matter how much alike we are. None of that is just, I am not physically attracted to them at all. So there could never be anything.
Hey, do you think
But then there are some people that is just, you know, they're not super fine, but it's like, that's workable.
Do you think these niggas know they not at the threshold?
I
That's why they
wouldn't
spend so much
get
money on
disgusted
clothes?
in missionary. Like if we're in missionary and I'm looking up while he pounding my shit, I'm not gonna throw up in the back of my mouth.
Oh, you gotta go.
What if he like semi-retarded and he slop? Wait, can I say retarded?
That mean he probably eat pussy good.
See,
you out here getting your pussy ate by a retard.
I like to thank everybody for
Get the
coming
fuck
back
out.
to
Just
the
because it's Sunday night.
debut of the Hoecially. We're not gonna be here long after this.
You gotta
she
go.
might be on to something because in middle school it was this girl that was in the basement classes, but she had some yams.
Why?
Russ, he said, but y'all said they don't pick dog ugly motherfuckers.
My
No,
God.
I don't know.
They
I never
don't-
watched it.
You also
I have yet to
hit
see
on
them pick
a
ugly
chick in the
people.
club that was having a seizure. So
I hit on the bitch after the seizure was over. What's the fuck?
Wait, what?
The seizure was over by then. They was giving her water.
he definitely hit on the chick
She-
that just
So
freshly was convulsing.
She winked at me before all of that shit popped
She didn't wink at you, nigga. Her nerves was going.
I feel like while she was having the
She was
seizure,
in
bro
there
was
too.
watching her ass shake.
You know he was.
She was in there twitching like a motherfucker. She like, he had the bar like, oh yeah, she winking
Our
at a
little
nigga.
brother has been looking at buns since elementary school. I am not
So
surprised.
fuck what?
We're not judging you. We just like, damn, bro.
I might be if he hitting on seizure patients.
Nigga, she winked at me first.
Bro, she's
It
a
wasn't
fucking
a wink.
epileptic.
She was
dog.
her
Bro,
eyes.
I didn't have on bright colors. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
She winked at
How
but,
we just got.
but
back
I'm the
and we
nigga that
bad.
gets suspended.
See, now that's my thing. It says, what if they pick someone with hygiene issues? What y'all doing? That's my thing about
don't-
being matched up with
Mingy
a
was musty in the
non-black.
hospital and y'all still be hurt. So
Supposed to.
We're not mad at you. We just saying.
Speed stick.
First of all,
Niggas
no, first of all, dude, my room,
was
I
hot
had
as
to
fuck.
keep telling them to come and y'all know I keep my air on. So I had to keep coming and telling them, like, can y'all please cut my temperature down to like 65 or something? Like, it's too hot in here.
Oh, they had
I need
One-
to turn my ear up.
One, when I get too hot, I get nauseous. So that didn't help, and I'm already feeling bad. And then when I did go through that little diarrhea bout, you get hot when you want to fucking like it just
Yeah.
it's like your body temperature heats up. So it's fucking 78 degrees in my room, and I'm balled up on that little medical commode. Like, bro, no,
Doodle and do make you hot.
I don't know
It's
why.
a workout. You gotta use all your
That's
muscles.
probably the closest thing a nigga will ever come to
Yeah.
giving birth.
But that's my biggest thing, like being matched up with somebody with hygiene issues, because
I don't think like oh, I don't
those
think they
others,
would.
they don't like to wash their legs and all that shit.
Yeah, that has been a
Well,
conversation.
I mean, and then like.
Well, I can say I've never dated a
we
musty
know a girl
chick.
that's really really pretty on Facebook.
We know a couple actually, and they be musty on a regular basis, and they didn't have COVID and didn't have nurses that wasn't bringing them
On
wash
the
babies.
regular basis?
and it was like, oh, okay.
Hey, if
Certain
you,
people can't come back
But
to
I
my
mean,
house
though,
because they feet
but
stink.
at the same time, like, so if you get matched up with
You
somebody,
said,
on the
I know
show-
that ain't the nigga that was judging me earlier.
Yep, it was.
So is it hot in that isolation tent, or you would have probably got to pinch another tent? What? Whoa! Oh, they don't. They
Ain't pinching a tent like when your dick get hard in your drawers.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought it was.
So is it?
I don't
it's
think
hot
that's
in
what
the
he
isolation,
means,
and
but
you would have no
okay.
problem with. Oh no, that is exactly what he means. He was like, it's hot in the room, but you ain't got no problem with no nigga coming in and smashing still.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
If it was that one that we were discussing, on the show, then yeah.
Sweaty doodoo sex is the name of this episode.
No, we not
No,
naming
it's
that.
not.
No, it's not.
Because he showed actually, he was like, man, I can't come see you or nothing. I'm like, no, I'm in isolation. It's not how that works.
He would have snuck in,
Sweaty doodoo sex.
sat there on the side of the bed, be teary eyed. Man, Dinkus, you can't leave me,
So
and then grab your titty randomly.
now
because he's disgusting.
You
I
think he
have
would
to
perform
bring this
necrophilia on you?
Bro, what?
You gotta chill, fam. Change your weed.
I'm sober right now. I'm really sober.
I don't know, but I think I might touch his dick if he.
See, that's what I'm saying. So therefore, I wasn't even wrong by asking the question because she a fucking pervert. Just in the casket one more time.
Hey, because
I swear to God, you would do that.
Hey, so I
You would
text
touch
him, right?
him in the cat.
So I text him, right? Because he kept checking on me, and I told him, I was like, look, I said, if I die, you will know because you go feel a ghost rubbing your balls just out of the blue, and you gonna know it's me.
I
So
don't know, because I think I'm gonna leave my chest hair open in my casket.
I'm gonna pull that shit out. Ain't nobody looking.
You know what? Honestly, I would not expect less from your
Your
Your chest hair needs to be
I
out.
feel like if I get put in my casket and
Is
my
that-
shirt is buttoned all the way up,
You gonna hunt somebody?
somebody
Yeah,
should
I'm
somebody
on
should reach
somebody's
in and
ass.
unbutton
Like
it.
the pastor should start to here lies Monte and Carlos.
Oh, that's what we do. So
What?
as people walk up one by one, everybody just unbutton the button.
Said, fam, I seen your content, but that shit ain't work. Risking COVID. What you talking about?
It's him.
Mhm.
It's still Dino.
No, I know. I'm
He
asking
talking
what
about
you.
fucking you in the hospital.
He's fucking you while you COVIDic. While you're COVIDic.
No, well, he's vaccinated. We actually fucked right before. Dead ass.
Let me
fucked right
guess. This
before.
vaccination
Wait.
cures STDs too. Now I guess
And-
is that the next post
He
these
said-
stupid motherfuckers gonna
right.
make?
But no,
Wait,
he never got sick.
hold up.
What?
So for weeks on weeks, you've been on his ass because you think that's where you got COVID from, and now we know there's a possibility that you could have got it from dude, right?
Yeah.
No, I was literally because I was literally in the middle of saying that one, he didn't get sick, and all of his tests have been negative because I had to let him know that I tested positive.
So you let him know that you tested
It's
positive,
still fucked.
and he still dropped his briefs.
No.
Oh.
Y'all are not listening to shit. See, y'all acting like them dumb motherfuckers on Facebook. Y'all just hearing what y'all want to hear.
Possibly.
Yeah,
I
because it's
said-
funny.
we in the content right now. That's
I
why we not
said
listening.
days before, literally days before I got sick, I was healed to Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, but you could have been like
So
asymptomatic.
This heifer being asymptomatic. This is the last heifer who could be asymptomatic.
thank you. But no, we fucked on Thursday.
A couch.
I got like you gonna make me hit you with this motherfucking bottle.
Hey, before
This
you
nigga want to get Mac mauled so bad today.
Yeah,
This nigga want to get mauled so bad. No, so we fucked days before. I ended up
you see that?
testing positive for COVID. I let him know, hey, I just tested positive for COVID. I was just over there a couple days ago, blah, 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 blah. He was like, all right, cool. Thanks for letting me know. Even though he's vaccinated, of course, you still want to make sure that, because you can still get it.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah. I tell people that vaccination is not designed as a cure. It doesn't stop you. It helps to prevent it. And if you do get it, it's supposed to help you to abate the symptoms so where it's not as bad.
So kind of like when they tell you to get a flu shot.
Right. Like you can still get the fucking flu when you get the flu
Actually,
shot.
it's damn near 90% guarantee that you're gonna get the
Right.
flu.
Yeah, because don't they give you a little bit of the whatever?
But I think that's
Because most people I know that got flu shots, they usually get sick after they get the flu shot.
it makes your immune system activate.
See, now this nigga's in the comments telling me shit that I know. I know because I read and I listen to shit. But yeah. So because of the fact that even though he's vaccinated, I still let him know. He be having his kid and it's a bunch of other shit. And even though you were vaccinated, you can still get it.
Yes, you
So and you can still transmit it.
Yes, you can.
So even though I was with him, fucking on him, immediately before I could, like, literally within a 2 to 3 day span before I tested positive, he never got sick and he had negative tests during that time. Because if you tell them, hey, I was exposed to somebody, blah, 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 they'll still test you. So
Yeah, some jobs won't even let you come to work.
So it wasn't a thing where he was asymptomatic and still tested positive. Like, no, his tests have been negative during this entire time. So he never had it.
Cool.
You got to keep him away from his meeting.
Now, bro said, I typed it before you said it. Tone ass just slow.
That's also a possibility.
Y'all
Good
do
for
know,
you.
Y'all do
Good
know
for
I'm
you.
not
He said
controlling
he
the
had his-
comments, right?
Well, they
Mimi's
said that they got their shots.
Mimi's controlling the comments.
Yeah, that's now.
No, she's always been doing the comments.
The whole time.
The whole time she's
You've been doing this whole time.
But you said that you purposely didn't put a comment up there when they
Oh,
asked
when
me where I got it from.
Yeah, when they first asked where you got it from. Like, I'm not gonna start the show with
Yeah.
you assassinating me right away. Give it some time. Damn.
Oh,
Yeah.
you ain't want to die in the beginning.
Yeah.
I'll be
I don't want
getting
to be the
mine.
black man that died at the beginning of that movie.
Yeah,
Can't make
I'll
it
be
to the
getting mine.
end.
I have to wait. But it's just, I think, because I've always been annoyed with how people have handled COVID and how reckless they've been. But
Don't-
after getting as sick as I just was and dealing with the shit that I have dealt with, it makes me actually want to fight people now.
Don't get your shot in your dominant arm. I would tell
You getting the shot?
like when you get the
I
shot.
have to wait
Don't-
3 months.
don't-
But I'm saying, but you're
Transmit.
gonna get it.
in
Okay.
your dominant
Well,
arm.
because at this point we've decided that the reward outweighs the risk.
The risk.
Like, nigga, if I just got to take some Benadryl, it is what the fuck it is. Because I'm not going through that shit that I just went through.
Because that's
again.
always been my biggest concern with you and Lily when it comes to the shot. Like, because you guys are allergic to earth.
Thank you so much for joining us. It says, okay, I'm out. 3 a.m. bedtime.
we'll
Work
be-
tomorrow. Bye bye. Oh, it was nice to meet you.
We'll be
and
here
get
every
well.
Sunday at this exact time. So join
Yeah.
us next week.
Thank you. I'm very, very, very grateful that you joined us today. That's amazing. That is like super awesome.
We're gonna give you a shout out.
Super awesome.
Bye-bye.
Yay, they subscribed. All right.
Wait, did they subscribe to this or your OnlyFans?
At this point, we
Give 'em-
don't know.
We'll take baby steps. When it's all said and done, they'll be everywhere.
Yep. Well,
We start posting this on OnlyFans.
I definitely have to give a shout out to the troll god.
Truffle God, what?
Troll god.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Troll god. Lil Nas X.
Yeah, he the goat.
You know,
That is like,
all bullshit aside, this nigga has been keeping me entertained.
dog he's beyond 50 at this point. And 50
ain't
did
got-
some bullshit.
50 won't even fuck with him.
Like this is like, but I think the funny part about it is
Not bad.
when
No, they're not.
he gave that shout out on the stage and was like, shout out to the gay agenda. Let's go gay agenda, dog. I was crying.
I'm mad that dog showed up looking like Zordon at the Met Gala.
Dog.
Nigga, the Randy Watson, the wig. Oh my God.
This nigga got Elton John on the album.
Yeah.
Oh, they got that
Oh.
Uber Eats commercial? That is dog. He
You don't
was
think Ellen wasn't gonna ride with
like, hey,
his
that
gay
nigga was like,
people?
he was like, you don't look broke. Hey, I was crying.
God, that shit's hilarious.
Like what?
But
Say, give me some money.
And then the nigga actually had a video in his video. He's giving birth. Like, bro, this
yeah,
nigga
they
is.
just said the giving birth video was
I was
hilarious.
like, this. Bro, he done ran around with titties.
Dog, the nigga
He
said
done ran around pregnant.
that nigga said y'all negativity is hurting the baby. I'm finna log off. Like that shit is funny, man.
Like, dog.
It is, especially because we have the Tiana Taylor. And how do you say her name? And is it Normani? Normani. Okay.
Normani.
But you have their little lesbian performance. Okay.
And no one said nothing.
Nobody said a fucking word. Now, we all know.
I did.
We all know that
And you
I
thought it
munch
was
on the
sexy,
monkey,
right?
so I don't care.
That's right.
And that's what most people are. They
But
think
that's-
it's sexy. They love
Exactly. But nobody was complaining about kids watching it.
it. Right.
Or the kids watching the VMAs and
Or the
everything
gay
else.
agenda being forced on the kids.
Right. Like, and that be the whole point. You motherfuckers only hate gay when it's something that you can't beat your dicks and get aroused to.
Publicly. Because you know, if a nigga find out that another nigga beat his dick to a gay video, they'll kill themselves. But lesbian love is acceptable
Thing
everywhere.
is, I think the point is
But he made a good point though. I really
What
don't
about
think
Millie?
that's why she was reached out to me and you. She Bree was watching, so she heard it.
Nigga, don't be watching this in front of my
Don't be
baby.
watching
I will
around the
fight you.
goddamn kid. She's still innocent. The hell's wrong with you? Go to your room.
Jesus, man.
This is why the kid is
So-
the way he is. Anyway, you think he really gay though? Or he just out here having fun?
Honestly, I think that he is, and he's just living the fuck up because he knows that it's really pissing people off. That's like me being a hoe. I know how much people hate women owning their sexuality and doing shit. So y'all see I'm over the top on purpose because I want you to say something to me so I can check your
How many
shit.
people hate hoes? I was gonna say, nah, man.
Yeah,
Hoes
it-
make the world
I-
go around.
To-
Me and Juan said that plenty of times. Hoes make the world go
I
around.
think he's
Tuh.
gay.
People
but
hate hoes so much. You know what? There's a nigga on TikTok right now that is actually
I don't know if he
going
gay.
out of his way to
That's,
report
that's where I'm on the fence at
No,
too.
I-
to
you know
report
what?
strippers.
No, because like I feel like if he's not gay, he's at least bisexual.
I don't.
Because he still
He's queer.
recognized he knew to write Chloe and tell her she deserved to have her ass eaten. He said that. He told her
he
that.
ain't wrong.
He ain't
wouldn't-
wrong.
Hey, I was so upset that niggas didn't tell me it was a video to that shit.
She could have. It just dropped like
Man.
last week.
I
I can't look at her like that though, bruh.
And the
That's
fact
my
that he-
problem.
Lord have mercy.
Hey, he told her that. I
That
was in the comments
don't
and I was
matter.
Like, right on, my nigga.
But you know, gays will compliment another woman with no problem whatsoever, whether they into them or not.
She does deserve her ass eaten.
I mean,
Who,
she-
Chloe?
Yeah.
Chloe
Yeah,
is
yes.
Chloe has became a woman. That's all I'm gonna say on that.
That's baby Beyonce.
And it like happened overnight. So
It-
I feel it was kind of like weird at first.
It
That's-
was because if you watch Grown, you literally seen her go from being a teenager to this 22-year-old chick.
Like, bro, she
Who-
finna be 24 though. So
Soon as she
it's
did the
like-
busted challenge, I'm like, oh, she finna be a problem.
And
Yeah.
then she started
She
doing them
finna
little
be a
solos on her Instagram.
problem.
Like, oh yeah, this album's
I
gonna
was
be
like,
fire.
yeah, let me follow you on Instagram, TikTok, where the fuck you at? I'm there too.
Dog, it is crazy because it's like her sister got the job at Disney. Everybody was like, well, Chloe ain't finna do nothing but just chill.
Shit, Chloe was like,
Nah.
watch this.
Like, hold my beer.
She said, I'm finna be Beyonce.
And she literally just got out here and grew the fuck up on
Like,
people.
look at
Mhm.
these buns on the
That's
Instagram.
baby Beyonce. When Beyonce quit, that's who gonna
I
be
don't
it.
even know if I'm supposed to be drinking on them blood thinners.
No, but too late now.
I didn't
Hey.
pour a lot. I literally just poured it down here.
Hey,
Yeah, and
niggas,
there wasn't a lot in there.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like you.
niggas,
You ain't
do,
out here getting wasted.
niggas do drugs on all kind of medication.
And look at how they look.
Yeah. Hmm.
They not healthy, bro.
I definitely was like, I probably shouldn't be smoking weed. and
Well,
taking high
the
blood
rest of
pressure
my
medication.
topics for the evening are actually
Jokes.
That's been all night.
women been tripping.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's a woman saying that.
Of course we couldn't say
'Cause,
that.
Ooh, let a nigga say, hey, y'all bitches is wild.
Nah.
That'd be how you get your
Nah.
page closed.
Excuse me, sir. 30 days. You
Nope,
will
they
not
give you 60.
You will not disrespect the women.
Purple. I want fucking purple. Thank you. Okay.
I want a cup.
What Ross
Right? Who's selling cups?
Buckethead hoes acting up?
That's what, yeah.
Well, I got a cup. I'll give it
So-
to you, Joe.
Oh, Bri,
You
out
know,
here buying cups.
Now, obviously, Weed
She
helps with the
said
blood
weed
pressure.
help with your blood pressure.
Oh fuck yeah, I'm winning.
So
You gonna believe Bree?
Hell no, but I ain't gonna stop getting high.
Man, at least you gonna believe Bree?
I mean, she ain't as dumb as she look, you know.
now some of
didn't
these
say-
things,
I'm sorry. Bro.
some of these
I'm
things,
so sorry, Bree. It's the liquor.
y'all are terrible.
It's just the
Bro,
liquor.
you only had a sip. What the fuck?
Out of a McDonald's cup.
I'm glad I left my weed at home.
Bro.
I got weed in my pocket.
Now, some of
At
these
least a
things
gram.
won't be, as fresh, but obviously, what the fuck am I supposed to do, nigga? I was dying. Okay. I'm here now. So we
Alright.
finna fucking talk about it. But there was a video that I saw,
What'd you say?
and when I tell you that nigga was fucking distraught, bro, I wonder if I can. I can't remember if I saved it or not.
You been down TikTok lately?
I'm on TikTok every day.
Hey, do these mics pick up farts?
Sometimes.
I do.
Yours has.
Yeah. So,
Depends on how dangerous it is, bro.
Yours definitely has.
I done found this little dude on TikTok who be talking about like animals in the wildlife.
Yeah, little, he dark skinned.
Dark skin with a little tiny mic.
Bro, what
Pause.
the
Yes,
Little dog be
he be giving out the dopest animal facts
his
ever.
dog be disrespectful like this right
How
here.
high do you have to
Oh,
go to
God,
sit there
that
and watch
stinks.
It's the way he says it. He says it like niggas. So
Yeah.
you can relate to it, but
Just-
it be
Okay.
like these little
I don't
bits
see
of
the
fact.
video, but there was there's a video of a dude that crashed his car.
Okay.
Okay.
Milwaukee?
No,
Okay.
Wait,
I don't think it was here.
Okay.
But
you talking about the video I think you're talking about? When
the chick?
when we thought it was a flip flop, but it was our phone that flew off.
No,
No,
not
we
that one. Not that
we
one.
we getting there later, probably.
No. He was so distraught. Like, I just crashed my fucking car, bro. This fucking bitch just shut my fucking windows out. That video.
Okay, I
So
remember.
yeah, so
I
there's a
didn't see
video, and there was a guy recording and like showing the damage to his car. Like his shit was fucking total because a chick was chasing him, thinking that he was cheating and had a chick in the car and was actually shooting. So she shot his windows out and made him crash and total his car. But he was actually in the car with his homeboy. But she thought that he was cheating with a bitch.
I need these women to
So-
go see therapy.
There were a lot of women in the comments justifying it. Obviously, like, well, that's why you don't play with people's emotions.
It's
and you
the
don't
bullets
no.
for me. Shut
Right.
up, bitch.
How the fuck
Right.
is he?
Like that's
Don't
not
shut up, bitch.
that's not cool. Like,
That's your
if
own
you
personal trauma you
are-
need to fix.
yeah, like if you are that to that point where you think a motherfucker's cheating on you, where it gets you that upset, you need to stop fucking with them and leave them alone. Cause one, what if you had hit him or shit, the nigga that was in the car with him?
Now you got to deal with them people, the cops.
Yeah,
You're gonna do jail time because you can't trust nobody.
and
Because the last nigga you dated cheated
and the
on
way
you.
that he totaled the car is like, now what if he had hit somebody,
Facts.
whether it's a pedestrian or another car, and somebody
Right.
else got seriously injured that didn't have anything to do with y'all
Leave or
bullshit.
cheat back. Shit.
Don't even just
Like,
go
that was-
see therapy, fam. Therapy is cool.
So it's like, but even if he did have a bitch in the car, and maybe it's me because I'm older and I'm almost 40, but it's just, if it is to that point where you are literally pulling out a gun and shooting at a motherfucker and making them crash and shit in traffic, y'all don't need to be together in the first fucking place.
Not at
Let
all.
that shit go.
Not at all.
I was just
And
telling
it was way too many women in the comments justifying that, like, well, fuck that, cause y'all don't y'all like to play with a motherfucker emotions, and then
What
when they
the fuck
react,
did he
and it's
do?
like, bro, like,
Probably nothing.
or-
You know what? And here's the
now
thing.
there's a thing where he could have possibly done something in the past, and then she has insecurities because of it. That's still not an
If you are
excuse.
going
That's still
to
not to
forgive
get to
that
somebody
point.
for
Excuse.
something.
let this
Forgive
shit
them,
go.
Let the shit go.
Because had it been the shoe on the other foot and she was driving and this nigga's driving behind her, busting at her and shit because he think that she got a nigga in the car.
The same hoes in the comment would have been like,
He need to go to jail.
Lock
Him up. I
Yeah.
can't
Ain't
believe he
no
treating
reason to shoot
women
at
like
nobody.
that.
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
Suck
not
my
no,
dick.
that's not cool. So no matter
First balls.
whether you are a man or a woman, that shit is not cool and that shit is not justifiable because you think a motherfucker's cheating on you to go chasing them around with a pistol, shooting their fucking windows out and making them crash their fucking car.
Yeah, see, I don't want nobody to love me that much.
That's not
Right.
even love, dog. That's them not fixing their own problems,
But if
bro.
like, I feel
Well,
like if
as you see, this is Hoecially awkward and the woman talking is not justifying it. So yeah.
I don't know, Tone. When motherfuckers like love you, they go and they do some wild shit.
Juan don't
Sometimes
ever
you're
be that person.
no, I don't. I'm not. I don't know if I can love you like that.
I'm just like you, the only one who's not in the solid
But there were
relationship.
just-
Look
there
what
was-
you say. I say to you, bro.
But there were so many people laughing at it. And it's like, even though his reaction, like he was, man, I swear to God, bro, man, this bitch made me crazy. Like you can hear the pain in the nigga voice about his car.
I'll be the first to say I probably would have laughed at that.
I just
That part.
That part.
So like y'all watch Kanan, right?
No.
no, I have to.
Okay.
I'm
You talking
behind.
about the new power?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been
I'm
watching
behind.
it.
At the end when he growled. I laughed.
Yeah, last week.
Yeah.
So I laughed at that, even though like that was a very serious.
It was a serious
moment. The growl itself, yeah, I laughed.
Yeah.
Like,
So
But that's because that's us. We didn't laugh at the fact that this situation is what it was.
No.
We laughed at what
no,
he
but this
did.
motherfucker's like that's what he get, bro. He wasn't even with a bitch.
that's why I say I don't want nobody to love me like that, man.
He
So,
said,
yeah.
"Why you being so defensive?" He was talking about the women in the comments.
Like, don't love me like that.
You didn't say them. You said women. And I got titties and a big juicy pussy. So
Still,
that shit
that
to
still
yourself.
really don't make you a woman.
It really don't. Because
So.
niggas is buying both of those.
so
I know. I saw a couple people.
Yeah.
I mean, little Nas X bought
and
some,
then guess
so.
what they're called? Trans women.
No,
So,
they just
anyway,
know that they're just trans.
But
You can't say trans women. That's offensive.
but then
No, I think that's what they like to be called.
Just trans.
This trans.
so well
Can we add a Y?
no, because you
No.
got you well
That's
in
racist.
certain places like you have to break it down.
Trainee.
But in another case,
That's racist.
there was a woman
No, seriously.
that she shares a son with someone she's co-parenting with, and this individual bought his son a Mercedes Benz.
Oh, okay. I saw this one.
Yeah, for a gift.
How old is the son?
I think he's 17 or
Okay.
teenager. But
Is it a current Mercedes Benz or is it one like,
It
like
doesn't matter.
1996? Man? No, if it's like a 96 when the shit, nigga, you really shouldn't be driving it.
no.
Big body
So-
bands. Remember, I used to be dusty.
So this man buys his son a Mercedes Benz.
Cool.
That is his gift to his son. Well, one day, this woman is like, hey, well, I need the Altima to run some errands. So she tells her current husband to take her son's Benz and drop her son off. And then, when he's ready, I'll just pick him up. Well, she overslept and missed her son's call to pick him up. So her son calls his father, and unfortunately his dad is out of town. So the boy has to get on the bus in order to get home because the new husband has the son's car and the mom overslept.
Bitch, I got a Benz. Ain't no way I'm getting on the bus.
So
Hey,
the
your
father,
husband finna run this fade.
calls and goes off on her.
Got every right.
And there are a lot of people that feel like she wasn't wrong. Those people happen to have vaginas. That was out of order. Okay.
Why?
Because let me tell you something.
I'm telling you guys, it's wrong.
This
It's wrong.
It's
said fuck her and her new husband. Why the fuck you dropping me off in my car?
right.
And this is coming from a person who because my mom has used my car and shit. And let me tell you, there is nothing that pisses you off more than the motherfucker picking you up late or forgetting to pick you up at all
Man.
in your own shit.
Forget.
I ain't forget.
Not like, bro, I got off at 5:00. Oh shit, what time is it? There is nothing that pisses
I feel
you
like I know
off.
who did this.
I feel like I know who did that too.
I've heard this done a lot.
That pisses you off.
You heard it was done a lot.
I've heard
Like
different
not
stories.
getting picked up on time and your shit. I don't give a fuck if you have to wait on me. If that point, if you're driving my shit, you need to be there before I get off work. I don't give a fuck if you got to sit there for 10, 15 minutes.
That ain't no fun.
Look,
So-
me and Teresa shared a car for about 2 years. I sat outside the hospital as long as it took for her ass to get downstairs.
I hope it went in that hot ass van you had us in.
No, this
Yeah,
no
I
problem.
just,
You know what? Let it go, bro. Let it go.
Nah,
I
bro.
feel like
No, because we could have ended up being musty like Mimi ass.
Y'all was
Hey.
musty. Half the van was musty.
shit, ain't no shame in these niggas. I tell them to quit.
Not me.
That was the one day I probably was okay to be a fat man because I got to sit in the front with the window down.
Bro,
Yeah.
we all had to go buy individual cartons of juice.
Yes, we did. Yes, the fuck we did.
Yeah.
The Target like,
But did you
Yoink.
die? Are we not?
Almost.
I don't feel like the dad was wrong for snapping on her.
No, he wasn't.
Because it's like,
That's
first
his
of all,
son's car. The only person who should be in that car is that nigga.
he is paying the insurance, the car note, the everything.
Facts. And we don't know how the insurance is covered. You know, most niggas don't get insurance. They don't know how that shit work. So if dog crashes the car, he not covered if he get hurt. Only his son. I guarantee you that's how he got the insurance set up.
Yeah, so
He probably should have told
The
his
fact
mom,
that-
like, nah, this is not gonna happen. Like,
somebody said they triggered. But yeah, I feel like the mom was 100% wrong because it's like, one, even if those were your arrangements, why would you
yeah, why you
Feel
couldn't
like-
get dropped off?
feel like why couldn't the husband get dropped off if that was the case? You took your car, dropped your husband off at work, and then did whatever you had to do.
Because these bitches be putting dick over responsibility.
Because it's
I
not
said it.
because it's not even like she was like, okay, you take our car, baby, I'm gonna drive your car today. It wasn't even like
That's
she drove
that
the
was
car.
gonna say
She
now-
let her husband.
Now, had she had drove, it probably would have been.
It probably
It
would have been a
still
big
would've been
deal.
bullshit.
It'd have been
Right.
bullshit, but it wouldn't have been such a big deal because it's you're the mother of my child.
Like, no,
This
I
is
bought
another
this
nigga.
specifically for my child. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They'd have been having this conversation at the breakfast table where I'd be like, who taking who car?
Yeah.
Because right now it look like you two motherfuckers sharing a car and I got a car. So
Right.
Right.
I'm gonna see you motherfuckers later.
So there was a similar situation
Peace out.
to where a father says, why the fuck the husband couldn't Uber or catch the bus?
Because he felt the niggas are terrible. But you know, that situation,
There was a lot of different scenarios.
I've been
that
saying-
took
Yeah.
place.
a lot of
Which
shit-
is why I feel like the dad wasn't wrong for going off on her at all.
so
Because it's like,
Right.
I got this for my son and you got your grown ass nigga.
Right. It ain't like you kicked
And
in on it. You know what I'm saying?
And I think for me, especially because I've been in a situation with my mom and my step pops, and it's like, that's a grown ass man. Why do I have to provide for dog if I'm doing something for you? Like, you know what I mean? So I get it. And maybe that's why. Maybe I'm biased.
no, because
I'm
But
not
I just
biased.
feel like
it just seemed
First
like a
of all,
bullshit situation.
no, as a man, like the fact that I would even have to say, well, I'm finna take my stepson shit. Some should have kicked in with him. Like, this ain't player.
yeah, I
Nah,
just,
he probably just was like, "Oh, this a Benz. I'm in the Benz today." You know how niggas is.
yeah,
Yeah, because there's a such thing as bum ass niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Bum ass Corva.
So, I mean, granted, she should have. Like I said, there were so many different scenarios that could have took place. One,
I'm like, bro, you could have just been like, all right, can you give me a ride? Like,
No.
but again, we know how parents can feel like entitled to shit because they're parents and he's living under her roof.
That's
He
a good
technically not my motherfucking parent.
So, you know, but either way, Pops wasn't wrong. Mom's was out of order,
step
and
parents' lives matter. One.
ain't no way in hell I'm paying
Nah, I
car
fucked
note.
with my stepdad.
insurance and all this shit because I didn't want my son on the fucking bus. And I wanted him to have his own fucking vehicle, and you got another grown ass motherfucker driving it because y'all couldn't figure y'all shit out. what the fuck was y'all gonna do if I hadn't bought my son a car and it wasn't there? What was y'all gonna do then?
Somebody.
That's what the fuck y'all should have did.
Now,
Just in case.
with this situation, I have a question because I've been seeing this a lot on TikTok.
Because what if the son didn't have a car? What was they gonna do?
No, it's not about that. But they wouldn't have. They would have had the carpool and share. Somebody would have been in the car and everybody else would be getting dropped off. That's how that works. Duh. But like, so when you with a chick or a nigga,
Violence.
when it like, is it ever okay to step in between like parents, like co-parents, or like just a situation?
What
do
you
you
mean?
Like, so you're a baby daddy, and then you have a baby mama. And then, y'all may have a disagreement on whatever the situation is, but that's between y'all. Is it ever okay for your new situation to step in and have a comment?
Well, had that not happened, Jelly Bean, we never would have went to California. Had Tony's stepmom not said anything.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm saying like, so Monte.
You're talking about Tony parents. He mean like
if Tony had another chick, and you and Tony are having a disagreement, is it okay for her to step in and make a comment?
It all depends on.
But that's what I'm saying. It
she-
depends on the
depends
situation.
on how she says it. So let's say Mimi and Tony are disagreeing on something with Reed.
It'd be
The girl,
Jelly Bean. It'd be Jelly Bean.
Jelly
It
Bean,
wouldn't be
my bad. Jelly Bean. So she steps in not to correct him, saying, Mimi, you should do this, or Tony should do this, but more to clarify it so Tony understands what Mimi's trying to say.
No, I was just using that as an example because that's Tony's stepmom. And remember, I told you how she went to him and was like, well, as a granddad, you a deadbeat. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Yada.
Sometimes the outside looking in gotta
with
be the one who
her
leads the voice.
not even being blood in the situation, she spoke up, and that's what got the ball rolling. So I think it depends on the circumstances, the intent, and the delivery.
Yeah, the
And
delivery
the relationship, too.
makes a big
Yeah.
factor. So like you can be a dad who's not in the kid's life and trying to come in, and then there's been this man that's been there since day one. Instead of him sometimes trying to say, okay, this is the dynamics we have in this household now. Let's see how we can get you in it. He'll pull him to the sides like, nigga, you ain't never been here. Don't come in here trying to run shit. Now you got hostility between two people, and neither one of them is good for the
He
kid.
said, I almost always choose violence. People don't respect common sense and respect no more. Yeah. It's really what's said as much as tone and delivery.
Oh, so what did I do?
Well, no. For the most part, yeah, but some people just don't want to hear the message because of who it's from. So some people may just get agitated because they feel like, well, you ain't got a place to say nothing, no matter how nice they say it. So again, it's all circumstantial. But there was another situation.
Bitches be wild.
A guy text his baby mom because he went to hit his son up to play the game with him. And his son said that his mom took it. Son didn't do anything wrong. It wasn't, wasn't misbehaving, acting out in school, being disrespectful or anything like that. She took it because she said that he wasn't letting his brothers play it. Now, this is a game system that his father purchased for him. And, what do y'all do? Y'all go online and y'all, that's a version of quality time.
Why the fuck I gotta let these little niggas play?
And there were a lot of women that feel like, well, her house, her rules type shit.
Fuck that.
And I'm like, because they were upset that he basically demanded, like, man, give my son his game back so I can, spend some time with him or whatever. And she like, this is my house. We share over here type shit. Now, yes, you teach siblings to share, but I am not one of them parents that make my kids share everything all the fucking time.
No.
You
is she single?
I don't know. But he's in the message. He said that she has four different kids with 4 different dads.
Oh, well, that sounds like one of them other bum ass daddies need to go cop your kid. What the fuck I got if you want some sharing around this bitch?
Yeah.
And that's another thing about the scenarios.
I don't even know what Tone did. It said Tone always getting defensive. Then said she bogus as fuck, and my wife agree with her.
What the hell did I do?
I don't know.
that's
I don't
just
know
I
what
get
you did.
blamed for this
Okay,
one.
so we know with these game systems, you can hook as many as controllers up, sometimes 4, 6.
Yeah.
Okay, if you feel that strongly about it, take your ass to Best Buy. You buy them some controllers. Buy them their own individual controllers. Okay, this one kid controller, you get this color, you get this color, you get this color. Y'all all have your own controllers. Problem solved. But what you not finna do? You not finna stronghold my shit because you didn't do what you were supposed to do on your end.
So my
Or
okay,
tell like daddies to buy the fucking controller.
games are super expensive. Okay,
Very and hard
and
to get.
then on top of the systems themselves being very expensive,
Oh no,
Y'all
I agree.
save shit.
He don't have to let them do shit.
y'all save 2K progress and Call of Duty progress, and y'all have y'all little stats and all y'all shit.
Niggas will be
That
heated. You
y'all-
come home and your career
right.
ain't there.
Siblings don't take care of your shit like it's yours.
That is a fucking fact.
Okay, they don't. Now, had they fucked something up, was she gonna replace it
Nope.
because she didn't buy it?
That's gonna be the first thing that come out of her mouth.
You know what I mean? So it's
If it go
like,
bad.
because if that was the case and you were gonna replace it, then this wouldn't even be a discussion because you would have had a system in the house already, or you would have another system in the house for all of the kids to play. So you clearly not the type to go out and buy no expensive ass video game in the first place. So if your other kids fuck this game up, you're probably not gonna do shit about it.
I don't know. I don't know
Now-
if that's still the case, but before you could actually lock your profile and shit on your gaming system.
Yeah.
Like
So
with the codes. I know you can do it for the 360. I haven't seen anybody do it with the one or the PlayStations. But you used to be able to lock your shit with a code.
he still don't have to let him play his game though. And it says, bet she didn't complain about him not spending time with him too. Cause okay, Ree asked for a Switch. Ree is a game system kid. Like, remember, she wanted the Wii U. She wanted to, the Switch. Like, that's her thing. She asked for that. That was her gift. She earned it. She was doing what she was supposed to do. She was getting damn near 4 points. That's what she asked for. That's what she got. It's in her room because it's her game system. Jelly Bean asked her, can she play? Sometimes she say yes. Sometimes she say no. It is what the fuck it is. I don't make her let Jelly Bean play every time Jelly Bean wants to play because that's still that's her game system. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Jelly Bean eventually wanted her own. She didn't ask for that first. Now, before, when it was something that like they both wanted, then that's okay. Well, that's something that can go in the living room. Then connect whatever, like with the Xbox and the Connect and shit. That was a joint thing. Now I'm going to the living room. Y'all play whenever y'all want to. I really don't care. But I know my fucking kid. Jelly Bean is destructive. Okay, she don't take care of shit. So I'm not gonna force Ree to let her play with her electronics and shit, knowing that Jelly Bean is fucking clumsy and mishandles and abuses everything. Now, as much of a deadbeat as Tony is, when Jelly Bean told him that she wanted to switch, he sent the money for it. So there will be 2 fucking switches in the house.
Shout out.
and I mean, like, it's not even like
I still want one.
I feel like,
Man, the girl got one barely played.
and I was just gonna say that's like before Jamila had hers, it was a situation where like, that's where Zanny stepped in. That Zanny was like, I think you should buy that for her, and I'm like, why? I'm like, she didn't ask for it, but it was just a simple fact that Azaria got one. You know what I'm saying? Kari has one, so it was like, yeah, this is a situation where she might actually want one. It was like, fuck it. I ran right up to Target, found one. It was 2 left, bought it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I can't make Kari share his with Jamila, and I can't make Azaria.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, okay, so this is the solution. Yep, boom, there it is.
Yeah, but I'm like, maybe it's because it was my money the first time when I bought Ree's, and I know how Jelly Bean is. Maybe that's why I understand a bit more. Excuse me. But siblings are not like that was Ree's gift, and she's not obligated to let Maya do whatever she wants with it and tear her shit up. So that's just me. You know what I mean? I don't feel like you are supposed to. That's how you create resentment in your household too.
Big facts.
Because that was a big thing with me and this nigga growing up. Like,
I just thought you didn't like him because he was fat.
no, it was that and other stuff. No, because he was a fucking brat. And he was the type of nigga that if we're playing the game system and it's his game system and he lose, he want to switch it off. And then, well, can't nobody touch my stuff. Can't nobody whatever. That's how he was when we was growing up.
That's what Lily and
you was
TT
one
got
of
to.
those.
You know, like the way you tell how we grew up, I can't imagine I was that bad.
I can't.
Yeah,
I
bro.
can't, honestly, I can't, bro.
You really think
Fuck
that there was a
you.
reason that I didn't start
And
liking
fuck
you until
you.
2004? I was born in 84. You was born in 88, and it took me to 2004 to start to like you.
Man, you know, shit happens.
No, I mean, but you know, like, I mean, when you growing up with older,
But his
siblings,
mom, really encouraged that shit.
And that's why I believe it,
And
because
I-
she do that with Jazz
and I
and,
was
Noah.
I was just gonna say that.
So
like,
she
'cause,
was the
like,
type of motherfucker that she wanted to make us share our shit, but when it was his, he didn't have to share with none of us.
and that's the type of shit that you don't encourage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm, you know, because it's like again, hoverboard. It's already got a hoverboard. Jamila wants a hoverboard.
I'm glad my kids don't.
I
know.
go get her hoverboard. So now Azaria decide, oh well, Jamila shit look better than mine. I want that one. No, that ain't how we do that here. Like y'all both got one. If y'all want to switch off and trade, that's fine. But y'all not finna argue over her shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not finna argue over her shit.
Yep.
That's why we purposely, like, I will text Quana like, what you get, Azaria, or what did you? I want everybody to have their own, so we don't have these kind of issues.
Yep.
I grew up and I started sharing. I became an unfuck nigga.
You don't share.
But you know what?
Bitch, I'm grown now.
But you
I
know
don't
what?
have to.
I think
You don't.
but that was
share.
like Var and them. They share with me like they probably didn't want to, but
I'll tell
we were so
Noah,
far
go
apart
to
in
hell in a
age,
minute.
By the time I started
that's why
enjoying the
he
shit
does
that they
what he
used to
does.
enjoy, they didn't give a fuck. So it was
All
kind of
right.
different. It was like me and Var 10 years apart, and me and Vernell 10 years apart. So it's like
And it's a gap.
But to your point,
But
my
that's
my-
how they did us when we were growing up. Like they always made sure that we had the same shit. It was just like with us being in the same house. There are times it was real. His mom, the way she is now, she hasn't changed with any of her kids.
but you
She
know,
just
I can't say,
cycles the kids
I
that
might-
she does it with.
and I will say I was guilty of it too. Like Game Boys. Y'all remember when Game Boy Colors was the shit? Like it was the thing to have. Quana couldn't touch my shit. Like, don't touch my shit. But
Especially when I started working and started getting my own, like buying my own games and doing little shit. Like, bro, don't touch my shit.
like, you know, Quana Pops, he was like, oh shit, I'll go get her own. Don't dwell on this shit. It was like, so she had her own, I had my own. Don't touch my shit though. You fucking up my Pokemon shit. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Like niggas don't
and
understand.
that's, like, even when I was, you know, like I wouldn't mind if he wasn't like when I feel like when you don't buy it, you don't have a value for it.
No.
Right.
So like you know, when I first started working, like you go to work, you do 80 fucking hours and then you get paid. I give you whatever money you ask for to pay on bills, and the rest of this shit is mine. So if I decide I want to go out and buy an Xbox, guess what that means? That means you need to go get your son one. Because I don't have to share this, because if I share it, he's not gonna value it the way I had to work 80 hours to go and buy it.
Nope.
So when he fuck up my controller and I come home and be like, why my joystick don't work? You let him play the game when I was at work. So that and then you're not gonna replace it.
You're not.
Right.
I gotta buy another $60 fucking controller. That's why when he come in my room, even now, can I do this? Fuck no.
That was the issue with me and Carl.
You
That's
are
why
not-
I caved
now
his
I-
chest in so
now
much.
I tell him like you have a job. All this shit you see me buying, you can go and buy it.
Yep.
You want an Xbox, the new one? You work at a fucking Walmart. Buy that shit before you come home.
And
You want
probably
the
gonna get a little something.
And
else
you gonna
for
get a plug.
right? Like you want the new 2K?
I mean, don't do it like your brother used to.
No, I was getting it out the mud. I was stealing all type of
yeah,
shit.
you might want to do it the legal way, but
Wait, Walmart hired that nigga?
Yeah,
Which one he at?
He worked with Jazz.
Oh, okay.
But
I thought she was at Amazon.
this nigga
No.
was magic fingers.
Oh, you
Oh,
the
yeah,
whole
I-
crew.
Yeah.
I got
They-
stories about the crew as a whole.
They still hold that against me.
The nigga Best Buy.
That
Man,
shit was
did
like
we make
15
come up.
years ago, bro. Let it go.
Fuck.
Yeah. So on the final segment of Women Just Don't Have a Goddamn Clue. Um
Is that the
so
name of this episode? Women
Yep,
don't
there
have
you
a
go.
clue?
I like
chick asked her baby daddy if he wanted to keep his son an extra week. Y'all say that?
No, I didn't see that.
Nah.
I don't know what part of Facebook you've been on, but I ain't seen none
So
of this.
she
Well, you
texted me.
gotta know, she's suspended,
So she in a whole
she
new
might
world.
not be able to comment on something, so she can just keep scrolling.
She
She
ain't-
can see everything.
Yeah. So I just
When I was
saved
suspended, I saw everything.
Yep. So
Yes,
I
That's how it be. You see everything when you suspended.
but chick text her baby daddy and she's like, hey, you know, you want to keep Sean an extra week, whatever. He's like, cool, when? And she's like, I don't know. I'm trying to see when we leaving. He like, we. And she's like, yeah, we trying to go out of town. Me and my cousin, blah, 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 blah. He's like, oh, so you not doing this because you want me to have extra quality time with
Right.
my son.
You are. Doing
You
this-
need a babysitter. That'll be $300.
That's what he told her.
Yeah.
And he not wrong.
He
Listen,
not wrong.
listen.
man.
So
he
she
might
like-
not be wrong.
So she
It
like,
depends on what kind of parent you are too. Because if I find out I get to keep my kid for an extra week, that's all you have to say.
See, that's
Like,
different
oh, cool.
though. She may be one of them bitches that when he don't make a weekend, she run into the courts.
Or try to
but
keep.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to like, because I damn near memorized the text on this one. I don't even gotta look it up. But she like babysit. She was like, you can't babysit your own child, blah 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 blah. He's like, oh no. According to the custody agreement that we have, you want me to have him
On a week that I don't have to
on
have
my
him.
off time because you need a babysitter, not because you know you want me to have extra quality time with my son. You basically just want to kick it, so you're trying to use me as a, you know what I'm saying, dangling it like a carrot basically. And for him to bring up their custody agreement, I feel like she's probably one of them difficult baby mamas
Sounds
that
like
ain't
it.
flexible when it comes to their visitation.
Right.
Like if it's her weekend just so happens to fall on Father's Day, she don't want to give up the kid because, well, it ain't your weekend type shit. Those are kind of vibes that I got just because he brought up
Yeah,
the custody agreement.
because we have friends like that.
Right.
Mhm.
They went to court for that shit.
And that's why I felt like that.
They
because of
won.
shit like that, and they won.
So I definitely feel like now I don't know if he's actually going to charge her. I do feel like
would.
it was
maybe at least
I
one.
just-
I
It
penny.
feel
was
like the
funny as
level
fuck,
of
though.
pettiness was funny. But I don't feel like he is wrong for it just because of the simple fact the way that he brought up the custody agreement really makes me feel like because I've
She-
seen it so much,
Yeah, it was.
it makes
It
me
was the reverse Uno card. That's
Yeah.
what it was. He like, oh, you love coming this way, drawn forward, and all of the other shit. Reverse.
yeah.
reverse.
So
And
I
now I'm finna
definitely
kill you with the draw forward.
Yeah, because he didn't hesitate. It wasn't like oh no, I gotta see and I whatever. He was with it right away. Like, yeah, when.
She would
So
have got
I
away
feel like
with
he
it
don't.
if she didn't mention, "Oh, I'm trying to go kick it." If she would have been like,
If she
well, you know,
if she
your son-
already had her dates together
Yeah.
and just been like, well, this week
yeah,
it could have just been
you've
that.
been there, and he would have been like, sure.
No, he saw an opportunity with that to be petty, which is understandable, you know. So he took it.
Or her lack of preparation and that poor performance.
However, it just so happens that it worked in his favor. Salute to that gentleman. You know,
Real
what I'm
nigga
saying?
shit.
I hope she give him $300 too.
Oh no, she said, wow, fuck you. So
Uh,
I doubt it. But no, I just
Yeah, she won't be going to Miami.
She probably still went. Guarantee you, she gave her mom
the way it
the
happened,
150.
and for him to say it that way makes me feel like she don't give him extra time outside of they custody agreement.
She sounds like she's still bitter that they're not together.
Which is funny because in the comments, people actually felt that it was reversed and that he was the bitter one because he still wanted her, and that's why he was.
Why do
acting
we
like-
always assume we still want them? Like,
And, like, how do you get to that? Like, I just don't get it. Like,
No,
I felt like he did exactly what I said. It was finally his opportunity. It was his time to shine. You know, when it's your time to shine, you're gonna show out, right?
Oh God,
That's what that was. He was like, "Oh, I got her by the balls now."
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Like,
I just
know-
feel like,
he was like, I know.
because he brought up the custody agreement,
And
it makes me feel like that's something that she's
She-
not flexible on.
Yeah,
And
she
because,
does.
like you said, we have so many people around us who have dealt with that before
yeah.
and seeing it firsthand. Like,
One of my guys have dealt with that more than once.
yeah, because I've literally seen, like, bro, it's Father's Day weekend. Like,
there's some days,
Everybody-
like, regardless of your agreement, you just throw it out the window and just do the right thing.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
But they
Father's
don't.
Day, Mother's Day, birthdays, just
these
Yeah.
hoes don't believe in doing the right thing.
like, I mean, it's just
keyword hoes. Because there's always
depend on
hoes that
who-
have
it
these
just
issues,
depend on
man.
who you're dealing with. Because you scratch my back, I'm gonna scratch yours. It was a situation he could have easily, even though she told him that. I guarantee you, had she not been such a bitch,
He was gonna do
He
it.
probably still would have been like, "All right."
Would have did it, playing some extravagant
Right,
weekend
and-
with the son.
and that's what I'm saying. Just
That's two
his-
whole weeks with his
his
kids.
response
It's
to
like,
that
now I have
and
time to
bringing
take them
up
to do this.
Yeah.
the custody agreement makes me feel like she is typically difficult when it comes to visitation, and
Right.
she offers no flexibility whatsoever. Like, if something comes up, like, she's not understanding at all, or if, like I said, even with certain holidays and shit, like, well, it's my weekend, so he not coming type shit. So, and
Yeah.
if that's the case, then you
Ain't
dug your own hole.
Ain't nobody suffering but the kids, though. Y'all need to quit that bullshit.
So yeah. Well, in that case, it's really not.
Yeah, because
I'm not gonna say not suffering because that's still extra time. With
I
his
mean,
pops.
it still would have been extra time with his pops, but it's the fact that for a week you want to go do hot girl shit because you want to be petty. Now your son got to go somewhere he probably don't even want to be at. Probably got to go stay by his grandma, and grandma house smell like mothballs. And
Or
fam
she
really
could
don't
have
wanna
just
be there.
been fucking honest in the first place and been like, "Hey, I'm gonna go. Whatever. Do you want him during that week?"
yeah,
Do you think
Give me
hoes
enough
is
time.
honest?
you can give me 3 or 4 days notice. Let me know, like, okay, this is what I want to do.
Cause you let me know that I
Make
can have
that-
my
I can
son
make
for
that
2
work.
weeks, bro. I done took off work for
I was gonna say,
vacation.
your ass is not in front of the mic.
We be in the mood. We
I still think he probably got it, son.
he got
I
it.
just think he took his opportunity to flex on her goofy
That's
ass.
Yeah.
what it was. It was
That's
his
what-
time. It was showtime.
He was like, "Oh, so
Who
you
posted
need
it? He did
me?"
or her?
She did because the contact name.
Okay, so she posted it like, I can't believe this nigga, thinking people was gonna like look at him like a shitty dad.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, a lot of people did. I'm just not one because I feel like he probably just was being petty in return.
Yeah, he came and got his kid.
Because she just niggas don't respond like that about custody shit if
it ain't
you
been
are
an
not
issue.
an ass about custody
It
shit.
ain't been an issue. We never bring it up.
Yeah, because it's like when Reed Daddy was semi around and stuff, like, and he would pick up Reed to take her, like, to, I think they were going to like Cheesecake Factory every week or something. Like, he would take Maya with him just because he didn't want her to feel left out.
That's dope ass nigga shit right there.
You know what I mean? Like, they are both deadbeats horribly. They just have certain moments
Yeah.
where they weren't fuck niggas. But that was something that when he was, I think it was like every Thursday or something, maybe they had like a special, but he would come and he would take both of them because he didn't want Maya to feel left out.
Right.
So if there was something that I like, hey, can you when you pick up Reed from school, can you grab Meyer? Blah 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 blah. Like, but I've never given them problems, even when I could have given them fucking
Yeah, like
problems.
something like she said, like with the school thing is like, well, she can ask him to pick up Reed, and then like, well, since you're picking up Reed, you pick up Jelly Bean too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like he's not obligated to do that. So what if
Yeah,
you
because there was a story about that about like 2 months ago,
like she could
where
been
he
like,
the dude really did only pick up their child
yeah, it's
and
like,
left the
I
other
mean, they're
sibling
not
at
wrong
school.
for that, but at the same time, like nigga, don't be that person.
no, because
That's so
and
funny because
those
why
are
he
certain-
just texted me and said, "What's up, BM? How you feeling?"
but those are certain situations where it does affect the kid. You know what I'm saying? Like I could, like you
Yeah.
can easily be like, oh, fuck that kid. You know, that's not that kid fault that his dad ain't around. You know what I'm saying? You leave the kid hang. It's just certain shit. It's like certain situations here. You can be the bigger person. You don't have to be petty just because they petty. Like, okay, well, I can be the bigger person because that's leverage for you at the end of the day.
Facts, especially if you're dealing with court situations, you keep tabs on all
It's
that
like,
shit.
not
You'll
only did
win.
I do this, but I did this. You know what I'm saying? Or I didn't have to do this, but I did it. And then there are certain situations where certain shit is justified, like the game system thing. Different scenarios. Okay, so now Christmas is coming up. Now
And I gotta buy
this
another
person,
Switch.
this person's dad already done took care of this Xbox. So now I don't have to worry about multiple kids asking for Xbox because this one already has one. So again, I only got to buy one now. Okay, I went and bought this one. Now y'all both got Xboxes.
So
It's ways around shit. Like, come on now.
now, when we were growing up, my sister's dad, every pair of Jordans that came out, because he was living in Ohio at the time,
Ohio.
every every pair of Jordans that came out, he sent them for her. I didn't have no beef with that. I got whatever I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was just something that was his thing for her. You know what I mean? Every single pair that came out, he sent them. I didn't want every pair because I was different than my sister, and if they wasn't gonna match my outfit,
Then
I didn't want
you
them.
didn't want
She didn't give a fuck. She'd wear some fucking red and black Jordans with some green. She didn't give a shit. I wasn't that person back then.
Hey, man, don't talk about
But
cuz like that.
that wasn't a thing
I
where
just like certain types.
my mom was like, well, I don't think you should do that because, that's not fair for you to just send. I wasn't his fucking kid.
right. Like that's
He
like
was doing what he wanted for his daughter. So that was his thing. Whenever some new J's came out, he bought them and sent them for his fucking daughter.
His daughter.
Right. And whatever I wanted, my mom bought.
problem solved. But you know what? I didn't have to do
That's-
that growing up. Whatever Quan and them got, I got it too. He didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't obligated. That wasn't his job, but he did make sure I didn't go without. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm glad both my kids is by the same person
Yeah.
and they like the same shit.
See,
So I
and
just
then when
gotta
my
go buy two of
stepdad,
everything and we're good.
my stepdad didn't buy nobody kid shit, including his own. My mom even
God
took care of
damn.
his. So
See, and
God damn.
see, like that. That's what I'm saying though. It's
His
like,
acts.
because I'm not trying to bring the show down, but y'all know what just happened with me. Like I just met my other brothers and my sister for the first time. You know what I'm saying? And to this day, I still can't tell y'all how I feel about the situation because to go to my grandma's funeral and find out, my one of my first questions to my brother was, "Did y'all know her? Did y'all grow up around her?" And it was like the answer was yes. And not only did they grow up around her, they all grew up together. I was the outsider, so I felt some type of way about that. You know what I'm saying? To the point like where at the end of the funeral, my pops was like, "Put my number in your phone." Like, yeah, whatever, nigga. And I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt some type of way. Like, I'm like, so you telling me all three of them have spent their entire life together. They know everything about each other. And then there's me.
Right.
And then there's like they can tell you stories about my grandma sweet potato pie or her, her recipes and all. I can't tell you shit. I didn't even know her name until I got to the funeral. So you got to be careful what you do with your kids and how you do it because that could fuck with your kids.
Oh,
So,
absolutely.
I think that would be the only reason that I would show up to my biological father's funeral, and that's just to meet the family.
And that's really what it was.
Like I don't give a shit about who the fuck is in this fucking box.
You could tell my brother was excited to meet me. Are you coming to the, the repast, the graveyard? I was like,
they want you to be with the team now, man.
Yeah.
And you know what? That was cool that he was real inviting like that. That was dope to me. But at the same time, like in my head, I don't feel some type of way towards my siblings, but I really, really feel some way towards my dad because I'm like,
and you're not wrong.
You kept this away from me, fam. I'm finna be 34. My brother is 36. The youngest one is 36.
And it's like siblings can get on our fucking nerves, but
I didn't give you COVID.
But
right, like you glaring at me just because we grew up together and you hated me.
Right,
the nigga across the table tried to take you out.
I thought I had COVID.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hold up. Wait a goddamn minute.
No, we doing this.
I'm over here sitting here.
No, because she rolled her eyes at me.
Because you bringing up PTSD about daddy's not being there. And then you throw me on the motherfucking sick bus.
Take me to the bed.
And you over here throwing me under the sick bus while I'm sitting here trying to talk to my sister. Fuck you. Because you're cool. I'm out.
No,
you didn't see how she looked at me.
I was going to say, she rolled her eyes at me and
I went across the table. He just wasn't looking.
I wasn't looking. But think about it is that you motherfuckers are notorious for throwing each other under the bus for no damn reason.
I literally went around the room. He just wasn't looking.
I told y'all that Twan shared a post on Facebook the other day, and it was butt naked ass. Ask Twan what I told him. I said, bro, if I would have shared that, I would have got 30 days, maybe 80, because they giving motherfuckers 80 now.
How you get 80?
I said, I am tempted to throw you under the bus simply because that motherfucker is still up on your page. You didn't get a warning or nothing.
The one with the oily ass and the tattoo on her back?
Hey, that was a nice tattoo, though. But it's the principle. You motherfuckers are notorious.
Twan got a thing for oily ass because whenever I post him, he always come and be like, that motherfucker glistening.
I mean, we want to know what's in the bottle in the porn. We just want to know what's in the bottle.
Yeah.
That's all. I'm not mad at them. We want to know what's in the bottle.
I think it's melted Vaseline.
Because when they spray it, they ass stay oily for the whole scene.
Why do you have melted Vaseline?
It could be. Remember when Mama saw Twan in Walmart on East Capitol a couple years ago and he had that big ass tub of Vaseline?
Bruh.
She said, I didn't even know they came that big. I thought we was at Sam's Club.
Maybe bro get ashy. I do.
I mean, he do. Never mind.
He just
played
football.
I mean, he bored, so maybe he just,
He wasn't bored then, though.
But no,
that was before he started receiving
like,
it.
That's serious, though.
I got all my hair.
Like the thing,
which is so funny because we always give you shit for being the oldest, and you got all the gray.
Yeah, I take the gray over being bald any day.
And I'm the one,
bro. When you gotta go bald, that's gonna be the funniest shit ever.
I'll probably be an old, sexy bald man.
No, because I can picture it.
Like, no,
Shut up.
I'm gonna be the one that be bald. And that's probably
is that why you keep your beard, bro?
Yeah,
makes sense.
It started growing here, then stopped growing here.
Makes sense. Because you've had your beard for years. You had your beard before beards were cool.
I did, and
remember
at first I wouldn't keep it. I would always get rid of it.
We don't be a different breed of old niggas.
We are a different breed of old niggas.
Like a real.
It's something in the food and the water.
Like when you just look at like just how we look at the old niggas that came before us, like yeah. We might be cool old niggas.
We are. And because we listen to the music these niggas listen to.
Fact.
Okay. We say what's on our mind.
I'm going to be the nigga at the barbecue running fades in 2K, smoking with the
And that's what I'm going to say. While most niggas play dominoes and spades, your generation are video gamers.
I'm running fades on 2K and rolling blunts.
But no, like, seriously, though, like, you just got to be careful. Like, okay, so.
Where was I? Oh, yeah. I was talking
with the whole gift thing and like the gaming system thing like that shit. Kids pay attention to that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you not helping with your energy. All you doing is projecting that onto the kids.
Right.
I mean, I think if I was ever in a situation like that, like fuck it, it's two of you motherfuckers. We'll just buy for everybody. Just because I don't want to hear shit like that because I knew what it was like growing up.
It depends on your age gap and all that shit too. Because y'all, I got two godsons. Both of DJ sons is my god kids, and it was like with them growing up, like they shared everything. You know what I'm saying? Like if there's one PlayStation in the house, that PlayStation is for both of y'all. You know, you might hear them arguing like, "Well, Davion didn't let me play," or "Daquan won't give me the controller." That kind of shit is like that make you want to be like, "Damn, I should just donate mine," and that way they have two. Because that's how I feel. Like I feel like if you got more than one kid, you should have more than one everything. But that's just me.
Everybody should have their own.
I do feel like that. So like to see people arguing and doing shit like that, like that's
Like
crazy
for
to me.
us growing up, it was enough because my mom bought two of fucking everything. I can't even tell you how many outfits we had. The fucking like, it was so annoying, bro. Like she twinned us out for everything. It was literally it was two of everything. It was two of fucking everything.
Right. So if you can't, so as a parent, like so, like the mother, she couldn't afford to buy two. Okay, I get that. But if the other parent steps in and buy one, guess what that just does for you? That just opened up the door for you to have more money for you to buy this one. So now you just buy the other one and shut the fuck up. Both kids are satisfied for sure. I got my own, they got their own. It balances out. So you got two kids that want Xboxes. The other parent buys one. Okay, so now you got your Xbox. What else do you want for Christmas, or what do you want for your birthday? You know what I'm saying? Balance that shit out.
Now Jelly Bean is the younger sister, and she is the more like Jelly Bean likes to share. Like Jelly Bean put her fucking birthday list together.
Oh, Jelly Bean always like to share.
Yeah, she takes care. She loves everybody else.
She put,
and she like when you share with her too, especially as a kid.
She was like two Polaroid cameras. But I said, "What the fuck do you need to?" Oh, Sabri can have one, bro. It's your birthday list. Mm-hmm. But that's just the kind of kid she is.
Yep. That's my dog. I gotta share with my buddy.
Dude, Jamila will like. I go to the grocery store. I don't get food stamps. I gotta buy shit with cash. And I told her,
nigga, like, my balance is like 3,200.
No, right like now. I told her, like I will buy stuff for the house. Like, okay, you know you finna be here for months on time. I'm buying shit for the house. I'm gonna buy water because one, she drinks water. So, but I'm also going to buy her juice so she doesn't always have to drink water. She's not getting soda, but she'll get juice. If she's going to my grandma's house or she's going to my mama's house, when she come out the kitchen, she got more than one of everything. I'm like, where the fuck is you on with all them fruit snacks? Well, this one is for Zaria. This one is for JJ. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that she's like that. But I had to tell her, I'm like, you got to remember, you got to survive off this shit.
Mm-hmm. So that's me and Jellybean. Because I don't know who the fuck these kids were. Okay, then my baby was headed out with all these fucking snacks and shit.
Freeze pops and shit.
Yeah.
Get a whole hood to freeze pop. And that was me. I was that kid. If I'm coming outside.
Jellybean just meet people and just, hey, friend, yay. And I'm like.
Jamila does too.
I'm like, bro, you go get us robbed.
Jamila does.
Yeah, see, because parents like have a bad perception of that. Like as an adult, I understand it. Like, I'm just like, if you my nigga, if I go in the house and get a soda,
be a big deal because we've been getting all these pandemics.
No, but I'm just,
back then I was paying cash, bro. And you out here with all these
no, that's facts though, because you right, Juan.
Right, like if you my nigga and you chilling on the porch with me, if I go in the house to get something to drink, I'm gonna ask you, do you want something? I'm gonna bring you a soda back. I'm gonna bring you a bag. And mom be like, well, no, don't be. You be trying to stunt and show out for people.
No, like, my mama be the
I'm not showing out.
Yelling at me. Hey, see if Brian wanted to soda.
This my thing.
This nigga don't drink soda.
If I'm okay, we on the block. Y'all at my house. Okay, I'm handing out freeze pop. I wonder if the mic picked that up.
What?
But Yeah, it's just like one of those.
That was
things
like
where
my
it's
fifth one.
If I go down,
That's
the
because I'm
street
eating real
to
food
my
now.
guy
Stuff
house.
started moving in.
Ugh, God damn. Is that an empty stomach one?
It is. I didn't eat today. I was.
Because you can't.
But yeah, like if I go down the block, fam gonna make sure I get a freeze pop. So
Right. I
So-
just be like, I feel like it's just
and
returning
that's
the
why I
favor.
don't, because like
When-
next door is a little girl next door. And Jamila go get.
That's because she's next door. These ain't just random ass kids from the park.
Okay,
Oh, jelly bean.
I'll give you that.
I mean, yeah, I mean that's different.
When
But
it's neighborhood kids, you see them all the time. You familiar with. That's something completely different.
Yeah,
Because
they be like,
that
my mama
because
said I can't
that was our
share.
house, right?
Like fuck your mama. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but no, these are like just random ass one-off kids. These ain't kids from school. These are the neighbors' kids. This
Honestly,
ain't
yeah,
motherfuckers we see all the
we ain't
time. Like
doing
no,
that. We ain't doing that. I think Jamila know better than that, but
no.
like
Jelly
the little
bean is
girl
just
next
la
door.
la 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 la.
Yeah, fire. Even when
Now
it's
look.
time for us to pop firecrackers. When it's time to pop fireworks, she gonna make sure the girl next door. Did you get some for her? Like, yes,
Yeah.
I did, because I know how that go. You know, y'all rock with each other when you here. You know, but I ain't never gonna tell Jamila, don't give her. You know, don't. You know, you don't want to teach your kids to be dicks.
right, that's a trait you should grow
They walk
up and
out the
learn on
house
your
with it.
own.
But once they come back in for the day, then I chew their ass out. I'm like, you ain't know the fuck kids from a can of goddamn paint. And you just in here just giving a whole
Nah.
bunch of shit away.
Right, because now when you go look your ass in the refrigerator, there might have been 20 of them before, but now you go look
And the
at
crazy
refrigerator-
part is, like how she was just calling me just now, she would give everything away. And then, mom, when you come home, can you please bring? No, did nobody tell you to give all that shit away? Fuck you.
Like, where the fuck it go? Like, you know what I'm saying? And
I got my snacks, nigga.
but I had to learn, like, I can't tell Jamila,
Next
you
place,
know,
nigga.
that was something I had to learn. I can't just tell Jamila, like, you can't take that stuff. But I will put it in her head, like, okay, remember, you gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Once it's gone,
Once it's gone, you asked out until I go to the store again. I'm not finna make a special trip to the fucking Woodman's to get you some juice because you just gave everybody your juices.
right?
Now you finna drink this water, and
Yep.
that's it.
Yeah.
And I might give you a sip of my juice, but
Yeah.
so I mean, like, you just got to be real careful with that kind of shit.
Well, the final topic for tonight is a very brief one.
Brief.
Yeah. So, because we haven't recorded, we were actually scheduled to record 3 days after it happened, but that was the day that I tested positive for COVID. And had I not tested positive for COVID, we would have been here and Tone would have got everybody sick because he was just gonna come into the studio and what he say, Monte? Ride through it, whatever the fuck he said. He wasn't even gonna tell us that he was sick.
I told y'all I thought I had food poisoning.
So
I told you I thought that
You
was
say
food
you
poisoning.
Thought you had shit.
Well,
yeah.
I just
You
I-
definitely had a
I-
side eye and the chicken
I
tenders and
just
shit.
want you to understand.
Look.
No. Just hear me out.
But now I hear you. Let me
Look.
finish. Let me finish this, nigga. Look, the way I was feeling after eating them damn tenders from that quick trip up
Nah,
north.
fuck you.
Yeah, you would have
Now-
felt the same way too. Now
No,
back to
I
what
did.
you were saying.
I just
kind
want
sir.
you to understand that had we came in here and I would have gotten sick.
You would have fought through it. You've been fine.
No.
He probably would have choked you.
I was because I gotta go home and deal with that. And then if I get that baby
But
sick,
you were with him during the time. So you're vaccinated though, right?
right, I'm good.
But
But I'm saying though, like if I go home and get the
vaccinated
baby sick,
now.
no, I've been
Nah, he
vaccinated
was
since my
before a
birthday.
while.
Yeah, he was vaccinated.
I was
long before.
vaccinated before we went to Atlanta.
Yeah, he was long vaccinated.
But I'm saying if I get the baby
His whole
sick,
thing was nigga, I can't get the baby sick.
right, I don't want to get the baby sick.
And I feel you on that.
And cause she gonna kill me.
She's strong too.
But no, but that was the thing. It's
Which
like,
means if my
because-
mama kill me, I gotta kill you. Like I can't be the only one taking an ass whooping in this situation.
Look,
yeah, because
Like-
I
like-
said
like
that, 'cause
I-
I'm like, you
So you
and him are both vaccinated. Y'all didn't get sick.
right. So you was gonna have to
So
run a
for
fast.
y'all, it did actually work.
goddamn Mike fucking.
You know what? I don't doubt that the vaccinations work.
They work. It's just that the variant changed So you don't know if you
Right.
the original
I
or
was gonna say, yeah,
That
But-
and a lot of people that get vaccinated get too cocky about it
And
and
that's
they
what-
stop taking other precautions.
I
throw
was
everything
just
out
And
the
it's
window.
like a vaccine is not a cure. It is to help, but it is not just a complete elimination. If
Look.
enough people get it, then yeah. But
Look, like I
I'm not
said,
finna get
more
into
of a
that.
suppressant than it.
like I said,
It's a Band-Aid.
when it came to the COVID situation, I based all my knowledge on my medical specialty people.
But,
what
but
need-
what
no,
did I say to you though?
and then
bro?
let
You
me
didn't
finish.
base
let,
no
me-
knowledge.
let me finish.
You based it
So
on the fucking
let me
chicken
finish.
tenders.
Y'all niggas and slander me. Let me at least finish.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
There was
Okay.
there was no knowledge. You guestimated.
and that's where I'm getting at.
It was a
So
self-
because I never really had any true knowledge of,
Dog went on WebMD like I'm good.
and I never had any true knowledge of
Worst
like
place.
what the symptoms of outside of people always talking about. I can't taste nothing. I can't this. That. I didn't have none of those at the
I didn't
moment.
you
either.
got-
You
but
know
you
what
got-
happened?
No. That's what I said. Let me finish.
But you got to remember, bro. I didn't have the.
And you know what's funny? Until you said something, I completely forgot you even had COVID.
You
No,
know
I know
why?
he had it.
Because
I know
the only
Tori
thing,
had it.
the only symptom that I had was fatigue. Like,
He was the
And-
main one that when he found out was fucking responsible with it.
yeah,
I didn't. You got to
I
remember,
told you.
I've always been busy, buried in work, that I don't know what stuff was going on. So when
Nigga,
I
that's
got,
important though. You
But-
should know that.
that's just it. I've never had to. I'm not saying it in a bad way because I limit where I go. I limit who I socialize with. The people who I always had around me
But that's
most
the
of the time
it
never
only
had.
take one person,
And that's
bro.
that's where I'm getting at. It's like
You
I
were
didn't
in a-
know.
You
So
were
when
in a
I
shared workspace.
So when I finally got, but I'm the one who controls the cleanliness of it. I'm the one who cleans, disinfects, do the whole
Yeah,
nine.
you do now because the mic smelled like booty that one day.
You were talking about a mic all the way back when
I'm just saying.
pre-COVID. But even
I
then,
still know.
I know, but shut up. But
That's
what
some
I'm
heavy
saying
breath.
is, I didn't know that. I was ignorant to the whole concept of what COVID was.
And that's what pisses me off because people don't even try to find out and educate themselves about it. That's why people keep getting fucked up. All I had was a dry cough. I started coughing late Saturday night. First thing Sunday morning, I went to go get checked out over a cough. I didn't even find out that I had a fever until I went because, like I said, I was fucking chilly. It was cold to me. And before I even got that shit put in my nose and dug around in, I told y'all, hey, if y'all want to do Hoecially awkward tonight, then y'all can do that. But I'ma sit today out. Because I was coughing.
Look,
You want to know why? Because I read and I pay attention to things, and I know that coughing is a symptom of COVID.
see, I didn't.
That's my point.
Outside, but that's why I never got mad about how y'all felt about the situation. I was just like, I was ignorant to it because all I've ever been told is here are the precautions to avoid from being in the situation, and I continuously made sure all the precautions were always done that I never got in this situation. It wasn't until I started this job that took me out of my comfort zone that I finally got it. But because I
And
didn't
that's funny
know
because I just popped up.
Don't
shit,
worry.
honestly, working at Carvana, dealing with white folks out in the middle of fucking nowhere, if you want me to be honest with
Bro,
you.
just gonna put it on the pink people.
Who else? I wasn't around nobody else but
Hey,
pink people,
don't
bro.
slander pink people. Only because I go to work with pink people.
You don't think all of us don't go to work with eventually some kind of pink people?
Well, I don't
And
anymore.
pink people are the ones. Let's not forget.
And
them
that
the
was
main
actually
motherfuckers
going to be our
who
last topic of the
protesting,
evening.
putting masks on.
No, he said, all of us. I said, actually, I don't have to go to work with pink people anymore because I am back to full-time entrepreneurship. I am no longer an employee for anybody. And here's why.
You know, most of
People don't mind their goddamn business. So, usually security guards
Security.
that are in buildings late, they be lazy. They be sleep most of the
Sleep.
fucking time. They don't they don't secure shit. They're just, whatever. So I'm not used to security guards actually being nosy and being in other people's business, especially when it's after hours. So I decided to go and do some after hours content. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe. And
Now the whole beginning of the show makes sense, don't it, people?
Yep.
Why the fuck do you have the keys to the building?
Fool, you was fucking on the job.
It was a badge. I had 24-hour access.
The
to
badge lets you always in, bro. Oh, that's right. You don't work.
Now,
Please tell me that's a phone.
Well, I mean, now your badge does track scans of you going in and out, but somebody has to say something in order for a motherfucker to look at me like, oh, well, yeah, she was here this late. So, I was actually working from home a couple of days a week. So the day that I was scheduled to work from home, about 15 minutes before I log in, my boss hit me and she's like, hey, I know you're scheduled to work from home today, but we got some schedule changes. I need you to come into the office. I'm like, I'm going to be late, right? Because she's like, oh, yeah, of course, whatever. Just, whenever you get here, it's fine. So I pack up while I'm a shit, go down, pull up to my job. Now, when I pull up to my job, the funniest thing is written on one of those electrical boxes outside. Somebody wrote in like a red marker or something that says, what did that shit say? It said like, do you love your job? If not, why are you doing it? Or something like that. This is immediately when I pull up for a parking space. So I park, grab my laptop bag, all my shit, head into the building. When I get to my desk, there's another laptop there with a sticker on it like, you'll be using this laptop today. Come see me. I'm trying to log in. It's not letting me. So go to my boss office. Her door closed. Knock on it. No answer. Go back to my desk. I'm sitting there for a minute. So she finally walked over and then she's like, hey, step into the office. So step into the office. Once she tell me to close the door, I know it's some bullshit. Especially because I couldn't log in. So she hands me a letter. And she's like, something was brought to her attention. And then it proceeds to talk about highly inappropriate use of the conference room at work. Now, mind you, there are absolutely positively no cameras whatsoever in there. I've worked here long enough. I know where all the cameras are in the building. Conference room is definitely not one of them. So
you sure you ain't accidentally turned on that little camera that do the video conferencing?
I'm positive. Like there's nothing in there to broadcast like whatsoever. So what happened was when I came in and because it's the same two security guards all the time. Real fat white dude and then this black bitch with a weak ass wig.
Let's guess who snitched.
Right. So they had to like
I'll take weak ass wig for 1,000.
Do the rounds, right? Because
I'll take it for 3,000.
I match.
I'm pretty sure because like the fat white dude, he probably
was like, ooh,
he probably would have
been
listening and shit outside the door. But there's literally no way that you can see or even know that I was in the conference room. So they had to like be going around and then heard and then went and snitched like, well, one of the employees and blah, 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 and check the scans and see who it was. So bottom line, they snitched. I was supposed to have like a mandatory hearing, but what I ended up doing, I resigned because they had made it mandatory to get the COVID vaccine. Now, I already knew that I didn't have a problem with getting the vaccine, but I just said that I was resigning due to, the mandate and me not being sure if I wanted the vaccine yet, and blah, 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 blah. So I was just going to focus on self-employment. So, yeah, I haven't been employed for like 3 weeks because security couldn't mind their business. So y'all make sure that y'all go and subscribe to OnlyFans so that y'all can see that video that I went out of my way to make. But it feels good not having to work anymore. I tried it. It was 6 months. I had just made 6 months. I had
It's-
just
it is-
passed probation
it's
at that.
weird.
That's the crazy part.
It's weird being in training. I'd be so fucking bored sitting there learning about shit that ain't got nothing to do with what they supposed to be telling me to do.
Yeah. So somebody definitely, and that's the thing. And it's like, unless security actually stood outside the door, like recording or something, you know what I mean? Like, because people's like, they were like, well, I would have, I still would have went because if they couldn't prove whatever, I'm like, well, they could still,
This is
They-
Wisconsin. They,
they-
can fire you whenever they want to.
right. I'm like that because we're in that wheel state. I'm like, but then on top of that, I'm like, they do have a record. You can tell that I scanned in, after hours. So
They probably
that
can get you-
alone,
they can get you on that alone.
yeah, that alone. So I just went ahead and I just was, because I'm like, I'm not gonna go through all of that, especially because y'all know how I felt about working the past couple months anyway. I was basically just trying to hold on to stack as much money as I could, but the actual idea of having to work for other people and then my messy ass coworkers and shit, like, I wouldn't be surprised if she was a motherfucker that found out and went and told some shit, because that's just how she is. But yeah, so again, make sure y'all go and subscribe. OnlyFans.com/Cummer CUMMER_Walker. So I can make that video worth it.
All right. Well, if you do want to decide to get back to America and work again, my job hiring.
You know I can't work there.
I didn't know that.
Nigga, I'm a felon.
I don't even think they give a fuck right now. Like, all bullshit aside.
I'm pretty sure they do, because that's why I went to jail in the first place.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Like, nigga, that's a whole financial institute. Yep. So but we are going to get out of here. We are almost at 2.5 hours, and I know y'all probably tired of hearing my voice, but I'm really just happy to be back. Tone still ain't learned his lesson. Turn the camera on him, Monte. Look at him.
I'm talking to Teresa.
Turn the camera on him. It's right here. Yeah.
What,
Turn the
'cause-
camera on Tone.
You talking about because I ain't got.
Look, he got the naked face.
What makes you think I don't have a mask in a car? I have been the only person in this space until you guys got here.
Yeah, you know what? You was too, until when I walked over there and looked at whatever the fuck you was showing me on your phone that day, and then all of a sudden I died for 3 weeks.
You know I got vaccinated yesterday, right?
So you're not fully vaccinated, nigga.
Yeah, tattoo is kicking.
See, don't.
Bro,
you.
he literally
Fuck you.
know nothing
I'm
whatsoever.
just telling
This is
you
people.
what they told me.
Turn the camera back, bro.
Fuck you
Turn
and
the
fuck
camera-
y'all.
turn the
Because
camera.
y'all been.
This is what they told me.
I'm not mad at y'all. I'm not mad at y'all because I didn't know that. But it's just the
No,
fact.
oh, you
That's
really
the
didn't know that?
problem.
No, I really didn't know that.
This is the problem with y'all being uninformed and not educating yourselves on anything whatsoever. This
Yeah,
is why
but,
shit
hey,
spreads.
I'm not trying to scare you, but you're probably gonna get sick again. Not COVID sick, but
Yeah, I already know I'm going to get regular sick because it's flu season.
So
So I had to get
no,
both shots.
The shot
Yeah, I had to get the flu shot and that one.
probably
So I
won't
still
be
got to
able use
wait.
your arm tomorrow.
so
I can barely use it now.
Which arm did you get it in?
if you remember
I always they can only get on this one for some odd reason. Veins
in
just be like fuck you on this
2010, when I was telling y'all about the whole herpes thing,
one.
this is that all over again.
Hey, low key though, the shit you was saying, I fucks with it though, cause I was so ignorant. Like I death sentence. You got herpes, not fucking with you. But after learning and listening to you talk
You
about it,
honestly, fam, you did educate the Midwest. as
I'm
a whole.
like, folk. So it's like, okay,
It was-
you can have it and you can still live a normal fucking life. So it's not a death sentence. And as long as you open and you talk about what
Yes,
your
he's
situation
raw
is,
dogging air.
I wouldn't mind
y'all
fucking
gonna
with you.
get. You know what?
Raw dog in the air is funny as fuck.
It's funny, but it's like, no, chill, fam.
No, but when I say that, I mean it's like, one, ignorance is how stuff spreads, and the information is right there. People just don't care enough to read it, to research it, to do anything. So y'all just be like, fuck it. And that's why people get sick. Just like the whole mask thing. Now, me wearing my mask right now is being considerate of others. That's really what wearing your mask is. For you to be considerate of other people. Because if I'm sitting here, I got my mask on, but you all in my face talking to me, spitting all in my eyeballs and shit, it really ain't doing me no motherfucking good. That's why you wear your mask, to protect other people around you. But y'all can't even do that. And to be honest, a lot of you ain't even that fucking cute to not want to wear it in the first place. You know what?
Oh, damn.
COVID discussions make me angry now because that shit really fucked me up, and y'all just be reckless and ignorant about it. And I don't feel like being mad. So until next time, we gotta go. Motherfuckers hate everybody right now.